Welcome back to Numbers on the Board.
Numbers on the board, man.
Yeah, it's a gloomy Tuesday. Maybe 30 minutes before we fired up, we found out that Kyrie Irving is out for the rest of the season.
I don't even want to be here. I'm only here so I don't get fined, man.
Yeah. And it happened last night, and I'm watching the game live, and I'm just like, this don't look like a normal hyperextension. Just his reaction when he looked over to the bench and gave them a finger, come on. He did hit his free throws.
Crying at the line.
Shout out to Kai.
He said, thank you, God.
Yes.
They got a technical foul because they went to the court to get him after the free throw. Come on, referees. I know you got to play about a book, but God damn it, Kyrie, get well soon, man.
Come on, man.
Not everything got to be about the book.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I remember when Luka Doncic got traded, and I put my video out. That was the crazy video when everybody's reacting. And one of the top comments was like, I cannot believe this is a Mavs fan, by the way. I cannot believe this is what fandom is, but at least I still get to root for Kyrie Irving. Damn. I want to make sure that brother's okay.
I think realistically, I think most basketball watchers root for Kyrie Irving. Because he's kind of one of those players where I think you kind of appreciate his game so much.
He's had a big redemption too after the COVID stuff and everything that's over with. And he has been nothing but like a huge, great vet for the Mavericks. And, obviously we saw his like identity kind of shift. He always going to be flashy with the ball and be able to score. But then that playoff series, you saw him sit in that chair as a 6'1" guard and guard very well. And he's back to being a super fan favorite after having like a year and a half, 2-year period where like it was like 50-50. It was divided. Yeah. It was divided. So again, get real soon, Kai.
He's probably one of my favorite things to watch in the All-Star game this year too. I was like, he's a guy that's so talented and like he's just so good for the game. I wish he could make it for the rest of his career. So it's definitely a blow to miss Kyrie.
And he just his first significant injury too.
In a while, at least. This season he's been really healthy compared to like some of his earlier years. It's been a weird day. Also, we found out Jalen Suggs is completely out for the rest of the season. At first it was indefinitely, and now it's out for the regular season and the postseason. So it has not been a good morning if you're an NBA fan. That's for damn sure.
Prayers out to Kyrie and Jalen Suggs, man.
For sure.
Just hoping for speedy recoveries.
Other than that, how are y'all doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. I woke up. I got some Great American Bagel. So when I get that in the morning, I'm real good.
Ready to go, huh?
Yeah.
Ready to go. How about you, Mike?
I'm doing good. I went to bed a little late, but we here.
We was on Marvels.
On that damn Marvel Rivals.
Yeah.
We weren't on too late. We weren't on too late. We got off at like 12:30, 12:45.
So that means y'all was losing.
We was losing.
Yeah, because y'all got on late and got off early.
We was losing, bro.
I was excited for today, man. Big 30 tomorrow. Had an incredible podcast yesterday. Had an incredible guest. Had me excited.
Not spoiling anything, what did he think of the studio? Because I always feel a bit weird when people come in the studio because we still very early.
So
we ain't got nothing on the wall.
Let me say this.
Okay.
Couple of things. We recorded yesterday, but I also did another podcast the day before. So this guest is not coming out for another week. Right. I don't want people to think tomorrow's episode is
the big guest.
Yes. It is a big guest.
It is a big guest.
It is a big guest.
It's not the big guest.
It's just not who it was yesterday.
Right.
So the dude come in yesterday. He comes with his team. So he has his manager and he has somebody from his agency. Bro, they walked in and I was a little nervous. I ain't want to say nothing to Christian and Austin, but the day before, guests, I brought them in and they didn't say nothing, but I didn't realize. I'm like, we got to get all this shit off the floor and when you walk in. When first you walk in, shit all on the floor.
On some real stuff, I was low-key thinking about like one day on like an off day coming in and like organizing some stuff. But then I look back and I'm like, it's too much stuff.
That's crazy.
Shit ain't got to get organized.
But it's stuff that it's like, I don't even want to, it's like wires and mics. I was like, I don't want to touch.
20-minute model. Every podcast episode at the end, just use 20 minutes, straighten up some stuff. The next episode, 20 minutes. The next episode, then just like that, it's all done. You ain't got to do everything.
I don't know. We might need our tech guy to clean some of that stuff up.
It ain't nothing to get.
Why just add a custodian to Austin's resume now?
The cords and wires.
That's only gonna help his resume.
The cords and wire stuff ain't a big deal, but when you first walk through that door, it's some shit that's all
like
on the floor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I walked in and I had meant to say something about it, but then I forgot, and then the guest was coming in. I'm like, oh shit, they about to be stepping
What's today,
over
Tuesday? Watch when y'all come in Saturday.
Okay.
So I'm like,
you don't even have keys. For some
I do have keys. I do have.
You don't have the key.
I do.
Not.
I found it.
Oh.
Hey,
I actually.
shout out to Mike.
I gotta look at your key to make sure it's the right key though. Elena had found his key and it looked like it, but I'm not sure.
Why don't you just put it in the door?
It's low.
It's one way to really
it's still in her car.
Okay. Well, we also need to get that first wall painted. It's all blotchy.
Yeah.
And we got some stuff to
But no,
I think
that's why their reaction was what it was, because you probably walk in and not know what you about to see. But then they came in, it's like, damn.
Okay. Yeah, this part of the set, when you see back here, you're like, oh yeah.
He was like, what? Like, this shit crazy. Like, he was.
Okay, cool.
And then the people from his team was like, damn.
Cool.
And
we don't got like, Barstool has a $20 million office, so it's like, we're not there.
But if you own, because and again, he's another guy who apparently sees our content but don't let it be known, which I understand. But it always shocked me when somebody be like, oh, no, I'll be watching y'all shit or whatever. And so I believe when you look at this, you can't imagine what's behind this other side of the wall. They might think this is it, but it's like 5 rooms in here. So they saw the rooms and everything, and I was telling them, yeah, we pumping like 4, 5 shows out there. You know what I'm saying? And then
more coming soon. Darrick got a wrestling show coming, is what I heard.
He ain't ready to work. Look, you just pissed him off. No. So then he say, I got to use the bathroom. So Christian like, man, this is where the bathroom at. He walking out, and that poster of us right there was on the ground. And he like, man, this dude be having the craziest takes. I look up. I'm like, who are you talking about? He pointing that Darrick picture. Oh, man. But you did have some crumbs in your seat, man. The agency person, the woman sat in your seat. I'm like, man, people got crumbs and shit.
The top comment on last episode was like, no way Darrick pulled the cookie out of his seat and then put it back.
You put it back?
It's still in there.
It's still there.
He's saving it.
No, hey, we're not laughing at that. Hey, man, get that cookie and throw that shit in the garbage.
I wasn't gonna get up and throw it away.
You should, because that's disgusting.
I had planned on throwing it away after the show, but then it left my memory again.
He went for the
throw
it
away.
away.
It in the seat.
You put it back in the seat.
You got to put it somewhere where you can remember that it's put it on the table.
That's why you should just throw it in the garbage now, because all you're going to do is either forget it again or eat it.
Sit it right there.
No,
they
just
can't
leave it.
see
Just
it.
leave it. Just leave it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's the magic stuff is covering it.
Shams is tweeting about the Kyrie Irving stuff more.
So I'm a big Kyrie Irving fan. He's becoming one of my favorite players, if not my favorite player of all time. But I will say, not to dump on Nico Harrison anymore, because I said I was done. But when the trade happened, one of the first things that I said was, as much as I love Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis, these are 2 guys who are only getting older, and they do have a injury past of history. So when you're talking about Luka Doncic weight and concerns, I get it, but then it's like, but then you're trading to build your team around 2 guys who have had injury past, and they're only getting older. Yeah. Didn't think ACL and abdominal strain would happen, but this was a part of the risk that you were taking. So it's very unfortunate, man. It is very unfortunate.
Yeah.
I hate injuries.
Shams said Irving was averaging 39.3 minutes over the last 10 per game over the last 10 games, a stretch that began right before the Luka Anthony Davis trade, and he played most in the NBA from February 4th to March 2nd. Irving had played 37 or more minutes for 9 of the last 10 games entering Monday. Which is like, it's always weird to try to figure that out. Does that matter in the grand scheme of this? Because it looked like he just hyperextended his knee going up for a layup.
It was just a freak play.
Yeah.
That's why
you couldn't even tell he was playing that many minutes if you watched the Maverick games.
No, he never looks like fatigued or
He's
tired.
playing. It looks like he's playing regular minutes for a starter. But
And Ramadan had started, so he was going. I know he was in top tier shape.
Yeah.
I've been like, a lot of people, and this is a very social media thing, but like, it irritates me when I constantly see that like cursing, like a franchise is cursed, because again, these injuries things are so like, just they're accidental. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nobody's getting hurt on purpose or it's some like above thing. Like, a lot of these players are busting their ass for our entertainment and to put on a good show, and injuries happen. So it just kind of irritates me seeing like curse. Like,
it ain't on every team, but there are some teams I'm like, man, I am a religious man.
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans shit make me be like, man, if I was the owner, I would have a spiritual.
I mean, it's a little different when a team, when a person that was on the team say could be something in the water that's making stuff happen.
Holy water would be all sprayed through that building. Because
injuries are just such a crazy thing, and it's just like, we should not kind of joke about it and stuff like that. So,
you think people joking when they say it's a curse?
I'm just saying in general when people talk about injuries, because a lot of people be having Not just Kyrie Irving, but people like to talk about the agendas or they like to hate on other teams, and they talk about
I came to a conclusion.
Way.
How about we just stop even paying attention to that shit?
For sure. If you got a blue check mark and you're replying to my tweets, honestly, I don't really care what you're saying. Because at the end of the day, you're most likely trying to engagement farm for an Elon check, for $7 check from Elon.
I don't even know if they getting that.
I don't know, bro.
No, some of them getting more than that for sure.
Yeah,
a lot of them. That's their job.
Which is insane.
Yeah,
insane.
That's why they do it all day, all day, all day, all day, all day, all day.
Could you imagine just sitting up tweeting all day?
What's worse, that or the people who take the report from the reporters and make it seem like they page is the reporter? You always seeing that shit?
Yeah.
It's a lot of Twitter pages where it's like, yeah, I'm getting information that Kyrie Irving is going to be out, and then they have to tag
the person who sourced it.
But they only do that if they get caught up, because
Yeah.
a couple of them got checked. But they'll take the information and act like it's their own.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so your job is to wake up and stay on the internet 24/7 and take people information fast to make it look like it's yours. Because you can't come after them 5 hours later. You got to get it immediately and then regurgitate.
I think the trolling's way worse.
Trolling way worse?
Yeah. At least that account was tweeting news. The trolling is like way worse.
Because, I guess there's like a 1% chance that somebody didn't see Sham's tweet and they saw yours. The trolling shit is just bad. Either way, it is time for Drop the Mic.
A new generation of Toyota drivers are here, and they want you to know one thing. You can't stop my drive. Toyota, let's go places. Today's Drop the Mic, presented by Toyota, is what are some of the biggest what-ifs so far this season?
Your transition hilarious.
Joel Embiid in the 76ers, what if, is the biggest one. Genuinely went over. I think their over-under was 51 and a half. I was like, man, they were great when Joel Embiid played last season. He just played the Olympics. I know he going to be – no, because we did our episode like a day before we found out he was going to miss the first couple weeks of the season.
Yeah.
So in our mind, he was healthy going into the year. And I genuinely did have that team as a championship contender with the acquisition of Paul George. And they're fighting to keep a top 6 pick now. So that's a huge what if. And now that what if going to stem further with Joel Embiid. They might break a bone in his hip in his leg to fix his hip, or fix his hip in his leg.
I think it was something like that. Where they said they got to break a bone to fix something. He might get a bone broken
on purpose to get back on the court, which just sounds crazy. So that what if might go deeper than just this season.
My biggest what if is what if Nico Harrison actually entertained the idea of having a fire sale for Luka and like letting everybody know he's available. And now they're able to look at a boatload of assets instead of just looking at Anthony Davis and a first-round pick. Like, they literally had the potential of getting so much more in return.
I can't believe there's still reports coming out about that, by the way.
Yeah, try to get Anthony Edwards.
They tried to get Anthony Edwards. They tried to get Giannis. But also in their report, they said Nico Harrison didn't say that Luka was available.
Oh.
So he's asking for Giannis without saying that Luka is the piece. So if John Horst, you're like, obviously Giannis is not available because you can't think in your mind that Luka is – they would have said no regardless.
Yeah.
But it just I don't understand it. The man was just crazy with power, I guess, and just
I don't understand how you calling for a top 3 player in the league and you're not.
That's some like fake way to say I did my homework is like by half-assing it so like I could get what I really want, which for him was Anthony Davis.
A couple weeks ago, I asked y'all in the group chat, hypothetically, if this trade were to happen again and Nico said I need Austin Reeves, and Rob Pelinka probably says yes.
Yeah.
So it's even crazier to me that Dalton Connect and that extra first-round pick went in it, but even crazier that Austin Reeves wasn't in this trade.
Yeah, I don't understand how you don't get Austin Reeves or another
wanted
first-round
Max
pick.
Christie.
He really wanted Max Christie.
He wanted defense.
You're saying add Reeves to Max Christie.
Yeah. I don't say you don't walk out of there with so much more. It just don't make sense that Rob Pelinka talked him down the deal.
That's happening.
Took advantage of his homie, man.
Your friends.
Yeah,
My what if is
while getting a cup of coffee.
My what if is if Kevin Durant allowed the Warriors to get him.
I like that one.
You think about how much better they are with Jimmy. Imagine if it was Kevin Durant.
And what happens with Jimmy? Oh, he's in
Phoenix. Yeah. That would have been a 3-teamer.
That's still bad. And then Bradley Beal goes where? Then they say only 2 teams is interested?
The Hawks and the Wizards.
Oh, no, Bradley Beal is still there because Kevin Durant is a piece move. My fault. Yeah. Those are some big what-ifs, man. Those some big what ifs.
Because I mean, initially I was kind of thinking, if all teams are kind of healthier, what team will we look at to be like that real contender? And it's obviously Philly. I mean, Dallas. I wish we could see Dallas fully healthy, and it sucks now that Kyrie again is now injured because Anthony Davis is still coming back, and they're gonna be missing out on.
I mean,
that,
maybe
like,
not now.
Yeah, you think he misses out for the rest of the season?
I think they might pull what they did 2 years ago. Remember when they were fighting for a playing spot?
That's just gonna be so heartbreaking for the fans, bro.
I don't know.
And it was crazy because they was doing a decent job of staying afloat without AD and all of their bigs.
I mean, literally missing all their bigs.
It's so heartbreaking that Kyrie Irving is now. So now all of that hope kind of just goes out the window.
I wouldn't bring Anthony Davis back.
Yeah,
it makes no sense.
I don't think the risk is worth it. Because what? Okay, you're gonna play 2 playing games, and then what? You're gonna lose in the first round. No Kyrie Irving. Shout out to Max Christie. He ain't no damn Kyrie Irving.
You're fully healthy, Anthony Davis.
Yeah,
you're fully
I ain't
healthy.
mad at it.
And the likelihood of them, like right now, they have the 13th best odds because they own their own first round pick this season. But it's a 3.5 game between them and the 12th. So I don't even know if it's really likely that they can get a higher odd than 13th. But even the 13th highest odds is still better odds than making the playoffs and losing in the first round, in my opinion. Remember 2 years ago, everybody was on their ass. They even got fined because they decided to rest Luka and them on like the last 2 games of the season because they'd rather keep their pick, and that ended up being Darrick Lively, which was the right thing. And then they went on the finals run. So they probably do something similar.
This year could be Rasheed Fleming.
It could be. It could be. Or
a man could hope.
they get super lucky, and that 1% chance turned into doom.
Nah, you don't do that.
He fit Nico Harrison perfectly too. The fans, just the fans.
I don't think that the basketball guys let that happen.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I hope not.
Because what you gonna do? Trade him? Ship him out.
We got other stuff going on across basketball. I want to talk about how the Memphis Grizzlies have been the most unlucky team this week.
Yeah.
They lost by a game winner against the New York Knicks.
Yes, sir.
Then they lost
Shout out to them. We needed that.
by a game winner against the Spurs.
Yep.
And then last night they lost by a game winner against the Hawks. Back to back to back. And it's not even like game winner with 10 seconds left. We talking buzzer-beating shots.
Yeah.
Did Jaren Jackson get hurt?
He did leave, went to the locker room. So I haven't seen an update about that whatsoever. But it's just been a tough-ass week for the Grizzlies. And I've been waiting for somebody to do the research, because usually there's some analytical guy on Twitter or on some Substack that'll be like, this is the first time in history a team has lost back-to-back games on game winners. I haven't seen it, but I'm just going to say this is the first time any team has lost back-to-back game winners in the history of basketball.
Right? It just doesn't seem – it seems like there's no way luck is just against you three times in a row.
Yeah.
Where you lose on the last shot 3 times.
And I believe the game before that they won, Ja hit the big shot against the Suns.
Is that when they went to overtime?
I know he hit the shot to send it to OT. I don't remember if he hit the game-winning shot.
Maybe I'm thinking of OT, sending it to OT.
And with those losses, they now have dropped to the 4 seed. They were at the 2 seed just before these, and obviously the Lakers are streaking. And then just by virtue of being there, Denver has taken the 3 spot. So these 2 teams, the Memphis Grizzlies and the Houston Rockets, these young teams that surprised people at the top of the season, still having a great surprising season. But at one point they were 2-3, and now they might see each other 4-5.
I think that would be so fun.
I would like that series a lot.
Especially Dylan Brooks now going against his former team in the playoffs. Oh, give me that. I just feel like that right there is one of those natural built-up rivalries that you could probably see, because they're both young teams. So inevitably, they're probably going to probably see each other again in the playoffs just based on seedings, because they're always going to be kind of right next to each other. So I'm with that. Give me that series. I'll take 7 of those.
Riv still ain't been able to tweet. It's been about a week and a half.
He was close.
Let me text Riv
He was
right
close
now.
the other night.
Yeah, he had for y'all that don't know, Riv from Pick a Side Podcast said that he wasn't tweeting until Ja Morant dropped 30. He had a 29-point game. That was that overtime win. And then he missed a couple games. And that's when I was like, I responded to Riv like, we're going to miss you because A, Ja Morant's only dropped 30 twice this season, and B, his ass missed every other game, it feels like. So it's like you just don't give yourself enough chances.
Yeah, is he still just sitting out because of his shoulder?
I don't even remember at this point.
Yeah. Does his health kind of worry you for the playoffs?
Ja Morant's health has worried me for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
But I also remember,
because I feel like he damn near always misses like a game when it comes playoff time.
But he also, in the playoffs that we last seen him, he was a fucking dog.
He
so
is. Like, that's the point. They need him on the court to be a dog.
He was averaging like 30.
Yeah, he's averaging like 30, and
Against the Jazz
questions.
too, right? What was that? Did he play?
It was a series that they lost. I forget.
Against the Lakers.
Was that the Lakers? It was the Lakers.
Yeah.
It was the Lakers. And he was just dogging. And it's like, is anybody going to be able to help him?
I think the last game, though, I want to say, I think he was fighting some type of injury, though, when he was playing against us.
That wouldn't surprise me too much.
If not, if it didn't happen before the series started, it happened like during the series where he's fighting. Because I remember he wasn't doing so well at the end of the series.
I think I asked y'all this on the Linear Show as we found out that Brian Windhorst said it's inevitable that Kevin Durant gets traded. And I asked y'all, like, if you are the Grizzlies, would you throw Desmond Bane in that trade? I saw Grizzlies fans talking about that exact thing on Twitter.
It's tough to say no, but it's also tough to say yes. It's literally like, I want to because it's Kevin Durant, but also I'm kind of against trading my young all-star level
What's considered
talent.
young to you?
Desmond Bane?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he like 25, 26?
He's 26.
Yeah, so yeah, he's still considered young.
For somebody 11 years old.
Yeah, for someone 11 years old.
1 year off his prime year.
So, like, I don't know.
Even if that changes your ceiling, because I think we all would agree that Kevin Durant changes the ceiling of that team.
He does, but I know I can't have my cake and eat it too. But I would love to just.
You can't?
I would rather bring him in and have him play alongside, but it just don't work like that.
Right. So you'll trade John Morant then?
Maybe.
Whoa, I was joking. I didn't expect you to even think about that.
Derrick?
You would keep Desmond Bane?
I would rather just keep my team how it is.
Okay.
Their team just seems.
Maybe
like,
there's an argument for trading Ja just because he hasn't been able to stay healthy this season. It's hard to incorporate him. Rival execs do be saying stuff.
I
think you have to see where the playoffs go. You have to see what happens.
I didn't expect you to even think about it.
If you lose in the first round to the Rockets, then yeah, I was
gonna say if you can't get over that hump, then it might be time to bite that bullet. Because sometimes your team is just not at that level, and I think you gotta then experiment and say, hey, let's go out and see if we can go get a Kevin Durant type of player.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
At least it wasn't no like.
He don't like Ja.
It's not like we missed the playoffs 1 year and we had to go throw everything out.
Keep Bane, trade Ja.
That first point is true though. It is Jaren's team.
I wish that's Ja team, man.
Next thing,
but it could change in the playoffs.
It could.
Love me some Jaren Jackson.
Ja Morant game is probably more catered for explosive playoff performances versus Jaren. Jaren might be a smooth 23-24 in the playoffs with great defense.
Oh no, we ain't seen this version of Jaren.
Yeah, we haven't seen
this
version of Jaren in the playoffs yet.
True. He just get to his spot and just shoot over his right.
He do that little baby
I take that back.
He
We
love
did
that
see
baby
an explosive Jaren. What series was that they lost? And he was like getting them 30.
No,
I think that was us.
It might have been.
That was. I think Ja was struggling, and Jaren. The first game, I remember he dominated. I think, and then after that, he started dropping off a little bit, but he was consistent.
He's been one of my favorite players to watch this season. Shout out to Jaren. Next thing, Mike, it's official. As of right now, the Lakers are the 2 seed in the Western Conference, man.
Never thought this day would happen.
Back-to-back wins against the Clippers, and you
never thought this day would happen. You're a Laker fan. You never thought this day would happen?
Not the beginning of the season.
Okay.
And yeah, man, it's
actually I did not. Yeah, I never thought this shit would happen. That we would have Luka on this team.
He had 31 that first game, and ain't scored.
You talking about Jaren?
Okay. After that,
yeah.
So his overall averages look great.
His overall average, overall average is average because they played a bunch of games. Well, they played 6 games, so he averaged 18 and 8. But that first game looked like he was on point.
I literally remember he was killing Anthony Davis.
What Senior tell us that he's Tim Duncan with a jump shot? Is that what Senior told us?
Yeah, he did.
Shout out to Jaren Jackson.
Look at that, boy. See, you got to catch up, Mike.
I had some birds in my house yesterday.
The bird feeder notification went off, and I got some pretty birds just sitting in there.
What type of birds you getting?
I don't got the stuff he got.
Pigeons.
Tell you the bird and all that type of stuff.
Right.
I got to use my eyes for that type of stuff.
No. They don't tell me the bird. I look at the picture, and I Google that description of the bird, and then I get the names. I ain't got one of them $700.
You ain't go to Home Depot for your shit.
Nah. You know, if you discover a new bird or a new animal, you get to name it yourself, right?
Name it the Kenny.
Is that why we got the tit bird?
There's a bird called the tit bird?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoever found it named it Tip.
Little freak.
Yeah.
Little freak. Okay, Lakers 2 seed. Talk to me, Mike.
I'm just feeling like this is like a movie type of thing. Like we literally added Luka on top of the win streak we've been doing, and it's really
A movie?
It has been. It has been. I did not think we was going to be in this place this season. It's actually rose the legitimate questions of how far can this team go?
Mm-hmm.
Can they be a title contender? I did not think the defense was going to be this good. And again, for some reason, we're still waiting for Luka's shot to still come around. Mm-hmm. I think he's still getting into his groove, even though he's ended with like damn near 30. I think his shot could be a little bit better, and I think he's still finding his way with the team, and only that's really going to raise up the team.
He's giving you one shot a game that's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Just like into the shot clock, throwing it up.
Not the last game against the Clippers. Did we play the Clippers?
Yeah, back-to-back against Clippers.
The first game, he could have hit a 3. Yeah. And then the last 3 was like some prayer.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's the one I hit. But that just speaks to like, it's going to come soon.
Yeah. I'm loving this. I think it's honestly, it is like shocking. I tweeted the other day, I was like, it's crazy that the Lakers is a 2 seed. Because like it literally doesn't even make sense. It's not something that you could have predicted coming into the season when you look at the Western Conference that the Lakers would still be one of the best teams in the conference. Like I thought they would be, usually for the last few years, they've been consistently around that 7th to play-in spot, and then they usually work their way in through the play-in, and then they try to upset a team. But this year they looking like the team that's going to be at the top of the conference.
Be feeling like, the reason it kind of adds to that movie feeling is because not only have we obviously been on a win streak, but the teams around us, like the Grizzlies, have had mishaps happen where they have losses on 3 straight game winners. So it's like everything's kind of falling in line for the Lakers, and it's a good. Lakers are in a good place right now. Really.
Any fear for you with the playoffs? Because you're 2 right now.
Yeah.
Hypothetically speaking, let's just say you face a Warrior.
Nah, the Warriors cool at 6.
And the Lakers may drop.
Sure.
You get that first round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Of these 5 teams that y'all could potentially go against, who do you feel the most comfortable against? Warriors, Clippers, Kings, Minnesota, Dallas. Let's rank them 1 through 5 about how comfortable you are against that team. 1 being the most comfortable.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you watched Zach LaVine?
Well, no, Dallas, because they wouldn't have.
It depends on Anthony Davis playing. If Anthony Davis
I'm going to tell you right now, Anthony Davis is not coming back this season.
Then I'd probably go Dallas, then the Kings. Then you said, what, Clippers?
Clippers is in there.
Clippers, who else? Timberwolves?
Minnesota and Warriors.
Warriors, I'd probably put, so I'd go.
You're the most worried about the Warriors.
Dallas, Kings, Clippers, Timberwolves, and Warriors.
Yep, I think that's probably right.
I probably agree, yeah.
Have you watched Zach LaVine, though? He's looking really good now, man.
Compared to the first
player of the month.
Him and who? Him and who?
Who won in the Eastern Conference? JB?
Him and who?
I actually don't know who won.
Jalen Brunson.
Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. I watched last night because I was like, because no Sabonis. How are they going to play without Sabonis? Really good. And not that Sabonis is like a problem.
Who they play?
They played the Dallas Mavericks. That was the game that Kyrie got injured.
Yeah.
And Zach LaVine, very efficient.
I didn't get a chance to. I didn't leave here till like 10 something.
Yeah, you might as well just sleep.
Bro, you know what I be saying?
Tell y'all, sleeping here is the meta, man. If you have a late night at the studio, just sleep.
I go home and there's
well, you don't live far though.
ass cheeks in the bed.
Right. Hey, I really like the backup.
Your feet, your shoes.
I really like the backup of Valanciunas, bro. Like,
yes.
Bro, it feel like a 2K team where you just got
control the clock. You got
15
just
come
rebounds.
In and come for real.
15 rebounds.
Automatic double off the bench.
You know who their backup center was last night? Scal Labissiere.
They just signed him to a 10-day.
Bro, surprised the hell out of me when he checked into that game.
Yep.
And then I had to look. He hasn't played in the league in 4 years.
But when he did, they drafted him, right?
He has his 3rd time on the Kings. They love him.
He just fit a new TikTok.
Yeah. But I could agree with that with the Lakers. I think that's probably the way it would go. You would definitely, I mean, realistically, if Dallas doesn't have Anthony Davis, they're not even going to make the playoffs.
Right.
It's going to be a loss in the play-in.
How would you feel about that, though? The Warriors or Timberwolves?
Against the Timberwolves, I would still feel pretty good. The Warriors, it's always that chance because obviously Stephen Curry, now you add Jimmy Butler to the mix. And from the way they're defending, like it could be something that they could have an answer for us in a type of way just because they can run small and they can be fast and all that type of stuff. But other than that, it's probably the Warriors. The Timberwolves, I feel like they've been too up and down. I feel like this is probably not their best season. If this was last season for them, it might be like, I don't want to go against them. But this season, it's whatever. We'll make Jaden McDaniels drop 30 every game.
And I think y'all would do a good job of making Julius Randle defend. And he would have to really come out there on Luka and LeBron in that pick and roll. And Julius Randle is not the dude that wants to be picked on defensively.
Interesting, because I remember once upon a time you was arguing that he's a great defender.
No, that was Pierre.
Oh.
I forget how that conversation went too.
Have we made
Great
that mistake
defender is
already?
crazy.
Yeah. I was arguing that Cat was.
Oh, you said if Cat was an exceptional defender.
Yeah,
I
that
remember
he
the word
had-
exceptional being used.
'cause he
Yeah,
shown
and
us-
I never said Julius Randle was great. I was comparing him to Karl Anthony Towns, who was giving up 80% at the rim at some point in the season. That was my argument. I never said Julius Randle was a great defender. I said you got Julius. I don't think you know who Julius Randle is. If you're calling Cat exceptional, then Julius Randle's all world.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get that playoff Julius Randle.
That's usually not a good thing.
I like when players with the name playoff dropper have a really good playoff series. Julius Randle is notoriously known as a playoff dropper. Let's have a good series, Julius. First of all, let's make the playoffs. Fuck it. Because they're not in there right now. They got to win 2 games to get in at this moment.
Yeah.
But if you get in there, have a good series.
They so up and down, man. I like them one night I don't like them. I do think Julius Randle could be more capable of having a good series, just not against the Lakers. I think JJ Redick is such a
Basketball mind.
media member, was just a player not that long ago to know how to steer that up just enough to, you know what I'm saying? So, but
How
I
much
like
of an advantage is that to JJ?
I like the role he's in, because with the Knicks we was looking at him to be the guy in some of these series we're talking about. Now his ass ain't the guy. How much is the advantage of what?
That JJ Redick has played with some of these dudes.
I think it's a
recently.
huge advantage. But at the same time, it could just be a normal thing. He's a coach at the end of the day, so
I still think his impact has been understated.
No, yeah, he's had a great impact.
He's been amazing, man. For somebody that has never coached, like, you know, sometimes you get first-time coach, but he was an assistant somewhere. He coached some high school. The motherfucker coached 10-year-olds before he got to the NBA.
But you could tell by the shit him and Brown was doing
That he
when
was
they low
ready.
pocket. You could tell.
Yeah, that his high IQ is very high.
I just think he's so, like, laser focused. I think
Yes.
it's probably
His
the right
and he's
background
such
is
an
understated.
and he's such an X and O's guy too. Like when he was doing the mind the game stuff, he was like drawing up plays and like breaking them
That's
down.
how he was in every podcast though. Before that, he always has paper and writing stuff down. And
Yeah. He definitely was
I
a
wish the camera could get
physical
time.
media type guy.
That's what makes it so
Coach K,
interesting
though.
for the Lakers when it gets to playoff times. Because, I mean, if we add JJ Redick to the equation, you got like 3 crazy just basketball minds
Coach K,
that are fun to be attacking defenses.
Van Gundy with those good Magic teams. Very short stint, I think, though.
Played
And
with Chris
no.
Paul.
His short stint was with the Bucks. Drafted to the Bucks, got to the Magic. Doc Rivers, Chris Paul.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought he was drafted to the Magic and traded to the Bucks for a season. And
Maybe that's what it
Then
is.
he left to
But
go
the Bucks
to,
a short stint, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I remember he was talking about like his first couple years he couldn't play. Like first year he couldn't make it on the floor. And he's like, I was the second all-time leading scorer in the ACC, and you tell me I can't come to this team and play? And it made me Google. Or I guess when he left, he was the number 1 guy.
Riv says, "Man, I'm having withdrawals. Y'all need to lock in and save me."
Can y'all guess the people that are top 10 in ACC scoring ever?
It's gonna be very Christian Laettner.
Christian Laettner is number 7. I'm only gonna give you the one. Like I don't
JJ
know
Redick.
Johnny Dawkins or Rodney Monroe.
Johnny Dawkins is an all-time Duker. He coached the
Dookie.
team that almost beat Duke with Taco Fall.
Ah, okay. But JJ Redick is number 2.
I'm Grant Hill.
No, the reason I'm bringing this up now is because there's a guy that's on JJ's ass and it doesn't count.
Who? Jared Dudley?
Active guy.
Who's on JJ's ass? And
Very
he is
close.
He's in college right now.
He is in college right now. 2 senior. The reason I say it don't count because he's a 5th-year senior because of the COVID year. So it's
Has he ever transferred?
no, he's been in this school.
R.J. Davis?
R.J. Davis is a couple points away.
How many points?
Not a couple points, about 60. He need that go crazy this last week of the season, bro. He's got a spaz. Tyler Hansbrough's number 1.
Oh, duh.
And then you got Cal Singler, number 8.
Okay. I was trying to think of the guy. We so far removed from guys staying 4 years that I was blanking.
This last guy, Pierre, because I don't think y'all gonna know who he is. Actually, he just had a really good G League game. But I remember when we loaded up NCAA 10, he was like, I'm not trying to play with so-and-so.
Armando Bacon.
he's number 9, man. He's number 9. And then number 10 is Mike Grimensky, who played in the 70s.
Oh, shit.
He still hold the record to this day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Being top 10 from the 70s is pretty
impressive, right?
Yeah.
That's because guys ain't staying as long no more.
That's good.
Jabari Parker, peace. Brandon Ingram, peace. Jason Tatum, peace.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag. See ya. If Cooper Flag stayed 4 years, he'd be number 1 on this list. Watch out, Tyler.
Cooper Flag said he may want to come back.
The craziest thing he's ever
talking
said.
Out of his
I
ass.
was about to say, I hope he is one of those type of dudes once he make it to the league. Just say shit. Yeah. I love a just say shit NBA.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get him at the combine. Thought you was going to stay. What you doing here, my boy?
No, somebody wrote an article. It may have been on ESPN that was like, I mean, financially, it makes sense for him to stay. He would make more in NIL than a first-year contract.
But if he goes to the league, he's going to be so young that he's going to be able to re-up.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to be closer to getting that deal.
Because he reclassified.
Yeah.
So if he go in, he's going to be a real 18. The first 5 years of those contracts, he'd be like 23 and get a max extension at 23 and probably be able to get another one at 28. You get $200-300 million contracts.
What number does he wear?
2.
Might be 400 the way these contracts going up.
Right.
In a
He's so
couple
young,
years,
it might go up.
Might be about 400.
Yeah.
Especially make all NBA.
He could be $1 billion player.
Do you think Lonzo would be willing to give his jersey number up
To
Cooper Flag?
No. Cooper Flag would wear 32 on the Bulls.
Why 32?
Because that's what he wore in high school.
Oh, okay.
He probably couldn't wear it at Duke because of Christian Laettner.
Okay.
Christian Laettner.
Okay.
That's just what I'm guessing.
Cavs actively 10-game win streak. I think we may have talked about the comeback that they had Friday night versus the Boston Celtics, and they had a game right after that where there was no Donovan Mitchell, and that was the DeAndre Hunter.
Don't matter because you got Ty Jerome.
Ty Jerome played great, and 10-game win streak. This is their 3rd double-digit win streak of the season.
It seems like these win streaks.
Me some Ty Jerome.
These win streaks just don't. They just keep coming out of nowhere.
Yeah,
and I love it for them. I just think this is an amazing season, especially coming off of last year. They made it to the second round, but for them to come out and convincingly take over the reins of being the number 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, where we all thought it would clearly be the Boston Celtics, and now they look like they're above them, it's pretty impressive because they had another great comeback win. You just said they had that great comeback win against the Celtics. Yeah. So I just think they've been playing great basketball.
To get their ass out of here.
Evan Mobley's been amazing. Jared Allen's been amazing. They literally have like a whole team of everybody knows they role, and everybody does it to the best ability. And I just think that's amazing. No one's selfish. Mm-hmm. Like, they're so unselfish. Everybody's bought in to what Kenny Atkinson wants them to do.
Yeah. Shout out to Kenny Atkinson, man. I was talking to somebody from the Cavs, and they were saying that the conversation we had, set plays, concepts, they're a concept team. Mm-hmm. It's not a lot of play. You go out there and you play. He's a player's coach. And just read and react. And that's the way to play, man. That's the way to play.
Yeah. That's how you get people to not play like robots.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah, and it's probably helped Evan Mobley a lot. Like, he just gets to play his game and play freely.
It's just good to see because for me, it's always been every time we get to the playoffs, Donovan Mitchell's the one that's carrying. You just need somebody else. So for them to have, like, I feel like a stronger pecking order at this point where they have people they can rely on, it's going to benefit them a lot. And I hope it's what gets them over the hump they kind of face.
That bench is just crazy.
That bench is crazy.
Like, when you got Ty Jerome and Hunter coming off the bench, both can get you 20+. That's just
Ty Jerome shooting crazy, too. He shoot like 40-some% off the dribble, 40% something off the catch. DeAndre Hunter is a fool with it, man. Remember when we thought he was like a 3-and-D wing?
Yeah.
No, fuck it, get it.
That's such a crazy transition, too.
Yes.
He literally puts the ball on the floor and self-creating. He get to the rim, he draw contact, he get to a mid-range pull-up,
it's
he
so
shoots
effortless.
Yeah, he does everything. And
it looked like you used to have him on our 2K leagues and you used to kind of play with him like that because he always got a good jumper. But now he really plays like just
2 second-round picks, man.
Get into it.
That's all it took.
That's crazy.
I'm surprised the Hawks couldn't get more.
The Hawks was holding him back.
Well, he was having a really good season.
Well, yeah, he was having a good season this year, but like the previous years when they were trying to make him a 3-and-D wing.
Well, that's because his ass could never stay healthy. Yeah. He could never stay healthy.
I'm sure if he played like this, his ass would have been comfortably in Atlanta.
Next thing we got, the Bucks over the last 7 games have a 6-1 record.
Imagine if they had Hunter.
They have the number one defense in basketball. They're number one in defensive rebound in this time frame, 7 games. Number one in NBA's opponent effective field goal percentage. Number two in opponent's field goal percentage. And number four in NBA opponent's 3-point percentage. Things are clicking right now. Mm-hmm. I saw a very insightful Giannis, and I was trying to find the quote, but I can't find it. And it was a video where he was basically saying how long it takes for things to mesh in the NBA. And he was like, you know, me and Chris Middleton, y'all say is one of the best duos in Bucks history, which we can agree. Like, those dudes agreeing won the championship together, so on and so forth. Me and Damian Lillard are way further connected in year two versus what me and Chris Middleton was. Mm. And he asked the reporter, and he was genuinely asking, like, is there any duo in basketball averaging more points than me and Damian Lillard? And he's like, no, it's not even really close. And he's like, exactly. Like, it might take some time after last season, but we feel super comfortable and confident right now. And I was like, okay, shout out to you, Giannis. Only thing I didn't like is that it seemed like he might have been preparing for another, like, next year, watch what it's going to be. And I'm like, damn, how many more years Dame got to be being great?
Yeah, speaking of their defense.
Is that bad, though?
No, not necessarily.
It ain't been that long.
No.
Yeah, no. It takes a while for, especially when you talk.
It's a championship we talking about.
Yeah, and also those are two dudes who were like the head of their franchises, and like they had their own shit. Yeah. So like Portland was literally Dame's. Mm-hmm. He had
for
to adjust.
Long time.
He had to adjust to coming to Milwaukee, which was literally Giannis is Milwaukee. So like even though Giannis kept saying no, this is Dame team, we all knew that was bullshit. He was just trying to make him feel comfortable.
For sure.
But like he had to come and learn how to adjust to playing with an MVP. Instead of Aminu and Mo Harkless.
He never played with that play. Neither one of them ever played with a player like each other, even like remotely.
It took Dame some time to get just like back to Dame. Like he came and he was.
Why you talked to him? How you know that?
I mean, you can tell by the way he played, and then I wouldn't say like he was shy or timid, but you know when you first get to a team, you try to fit in, you try to gel in without doing too much. But it took this amount of time, but now Dame realized like, man. I'm just as important on this team. And so I love the 3-point shooting. You mentioned their defense. I just like their ability to protect the paint, honestly.
Kyle Kuzma's been locked in and engaged on the defensive side of the ball. So I really like that part of it. He's just been a great piece to add.
Funny what winning does.
I knew getting him out of the Wizards would unlock what we saw with him with the Lakers. Like, it was just inevitable. If I was playing for the Wizards, I wouldn't be giving my all. Like, if we being honest.
And they already paying you?
No, unless I'm like, crazy. Unless I'm like Alex Sarr.
I've said it since the beginning of the podcast. And
the young guys obviously
Devin Booker, Zach Dongar. I wouldn't either if I had 20 wins in March. You think I'm going to be in a defensive stance in March and we got 19 wins? I'm just being real.
I like that that when it is, I'm trying to find these numbers that I saw.
But Kyle Kuzma is a top 10 scorer of all time for the Wizards.
No, since 2020.
Since 2000. Since 2000. Not all time. Yeah, since 2000. Which is still crazy.
Yeah.
That's 25 years.
He was legitimately out there just scoring.
So
not that damn much to where he's top 10 in the last 25 years.
Here are the numbers, because I think Dame Lillard has finally found that balance, right? This season, when him and Giannis are on the court together, per 75 possessions, he's averaging 22 points per game, which is good because Giannis, when Dame is on the court, is averaging 32 points per game. So, it's Giannis' team. But Dame has found out that, like, okay, when Giannis is on the bench and it is me and the role players, per 75 possessions, he's averaging 31 points per game. Yeah. So it's like, it's my shift for me to turn up, and then we're together. I'm number two behind
and I'm
Giannis.
Playmaking.
And that, it's kind of a beautiful thing.
I think he's really learned the balance, especially when you talk about the playmaking aspect. I think he's done a great job of getting other guys involved. He's definitely a guy that's really putting pressure on the rim and getting to the paint. I also just think he's just adjusted like maturely. Like he just fits in perfectly as a number two. But he also has the mentality of a number one.
Have you
so
seen
like he could really take over a game if he need to.
That's a new-ish NBA.
Motion alert at your house or something.
All right, good. New NBA. I'm not gonna get no free promo, but it's looking pretty decent.
It's a site or is it an app?
It's a site.
Okay.
So
it's different from the other ones?
Yeah, I love when a new stats site pop up, man.
Okay. Me too.
This one got some potential.
I like when it's like I'm looking at it because it looked like effortless.
Yeah. You just pick some stuff. Like the numbers I just read to you is from the site.
But this always my baby right there.
Oh, ain't nothing better than that one.
It's like
where you get the free site, man. Like I'm paying a subscription for cleaning the glass, B-ball index, and so and I really respect those.
B-ball index need an app, man.
They do. But when you get the free one, man, ain't nothing better. Like without Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum per 75 possessions is averaging 33 points per game.
Damn, JT.
Then it's 23 when it is Jaylen Brown.
Oh, so Jaylen Brown be coming on the ball.
Holding him back.
Yeah.
So they need to trade him.
So what is Jaylen Brown's numbers if you flip it?
Jaylen Brown with Tatum is 23 points per 75 possessions, and then it's 28 without. Okay. Every star duo is going to see a big jump when they're by themselves. That's just the reality of it. But yeah, it's a cool site. They got a lot of different stuff. I think I may have had one more thing before we get into the big portion of this episode. Nope, that's it. Let's think about some young cores across basketball. Every team's got somebody that's young, and today we're going to be grading young cores. This is something I did like 3 years ago by myself, and it is very interesting to see like the opinions about a young core change because this rookie that was showing some glimpses is now an all-star. Or this rookie that shows some glimpses actually ass, but he just had a really good 2-month stretch, you know? So I'm going to give you a team. I'm going to tell you what we consider their young core. And in my mind, I just did under 25.
Okay.
I just feel like that's the safest way to do it because there's something like Keon Ellis is a part of a young core, but he's 25 years old. So there are some situations.
Say, did you look at some of them players and be like, he might not be there, even if he was a younger player?
Yeah, but I just wrote everybody's name down. Well, not everybody, but because like the whole Nets roster, I would name.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's a lot of players that she's like, I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be a part of this core.
So how about y'all give me a team and I'll tell you who their young core is.
The Magic.
Cleveland. Oh,
I'll go Magic.
Okay, Magic.
Anthony Black, Jet Howard, Paolo Banchero, Tristan Da Silva, Jalen Suggs, Franz Wagner, Cole Anthony.
We're grading this.
We're grading it.
Okay.
So what I'm going to say before we grade is remember, everybody can't have an A. I hate when we do that shit.
For sure.
When we do over or under, everybody over. I think this has to be an A-.
Yes. At the minimum, it's an A-.
Yeah.
They have legitimately 2 all-star caliber players in that.
And then the all-defensive guy in Jalen Suggs.
Yeah.
And these other guys.
The other guys, they still have time. Like, they still have room to grow.
Yeah.
I think
there's nothing I've seen that was like.
I love Jet Howard's game.
Yeah. Honestly, you would think that he was like the perfect fit for this team.
I thought he would, like, with his rookies, I thought he would come in and immediately get minutes, but he didn't. But, like, he's slowly working his way into it.
Yeah, with all the injuries and stuff. I'm going to give this core an A.
Yeah.
You know, last year they were a year younger and was a 5 seed. Obviously, they got a lot of stuff going on this year. I think we know how good this team can be. So it's an A.
Yeah.
Next team. What team did you say, Darrick?
I had that Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Their
young core is Jalen Tyson and Evan Mobley.
I mean,
Darius
Evan
Garland
Mobley
is
is
26. Donovan Mitchell is 28, I think, 27, 28.
I mean, it's only 2. Evan Mobley, we can all probably
How
agree.
old is Garland? Is he 26 as well? Oh, yeah. I thought he was make the cusp of being 25.
Unfortunately not.
I probably go.
I'll give it a B- just because they have Evan Mobley.
Evan Mobley is so powerful by
I
himself.
agree with Darrick. Yep.
Evan Mobley's so powerful.
Jalen Tyson, he might be a little.
When he get his time, he's going to take advantage.
When he get his minutes, though.
Yeah.
It's one of those teams that when you are competing, you traditionally don't really have a young core.
No,
we're trying
you
to win
you honestly don't really want a young core.
True. Yeah, you don't want to go through the bumps and pains of a
developing team like the Warriors did.
But that's why I like Jalen Tyson. He's not like a young rookie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wasn't he a 4-year guy?
3 or 4.
Yeah, something like that.
You say B-?
Yep.
I'm at a B-.
B.
All right. Next team. Somebody throw it out there. Matter of fact, I'll give it to
the Bulls.
The Bulls. All right. Modest Buzelis, Julian Phillips, Josh Giddey, Patrick Williams is considered their young core.
D+.
E+.
Can you read it back for me? I'm sorry.
Modest Buzelis, Julian Phillips, Josh Giddey, Patrick Williams.
I'm gonna get this actually a C+.
I'm gonna give it a C.
I like
Josh Giddey's a good basketball player.
Yeah, Josh Giddey is hooping. I like what you got in Modest at the 11th pick. I like some of the flashes I see from Julian Phillips. This ain't that bad. What makes the Bulls bad is it took forever to make some of these trades. They gave Pat Williams $25 a year, and you in a position to where now
Giddey the same.
Which I don't have no problem with, I guess, if he gonna be hooping like this. But if you got Giddey, you finna pay $30 million. You pay $25 to Pat, and what's gonna happen when you got to pay Kobe White? That's just too much money for a team that ain't on shit. So you kind of position yourself horribly But outside of that, when just a young core, I think they headed into a decent spot. So I give them a C+.
I think the off-court stuff for Josh Giddey has tanked his reputation, and then also in that playoff series, he was unplayable last year.
Yeah.
But if you've been watching for the last month or so, he's been really good. And obviously, you probably shouldn't be watching because they suck.
Yeah.
But, like, he's been averaging, like, what, 21, 8, and 8?
I can't watch live if I wanted to.
Yeah, you really can't.
And then you got to wait 5 days in order to watch the game anyway.
Yeah.
On League Pass.
I don't know if Julian Phillips gets a second contract on the Bulls. He gives us good flashes, but it's like, I mean, if it's like a super cheap contract, then sure. And then Patrick Williams, the motherfucker can't stay healthy, and when he is healthy, he's not good. So, like, he's like a negative asset as a young core considering the contract. But like you mentioned, Modest is a really good pickup, and he's
What
been
you laughing at over there?
Because I'm trying to figure out how to describe it, bro. Because you can't say fake weak. I want to say like fake raw. Because he be having some good moves.
Wait, who?
Patrick Williams.
Oh.
He has good moves that look good, but he can
like
never
Patrick
finish.
Williams.
Hey, that
That one
motherfucker
game we
better.
went to?
He better
Huh?
DM Kawhi Leonard saying thank you for this money that I got. Because if it wasn't for you looking that way and moving that way, I wouldn't have made it to the league.
I honestly don't even understand how he has Kawhi's type movement.
Like he got stiff hips. That's really what it is.
Like,
His hips suck.
like somehow they legitimately have identical movements.
Yes.
And it's great.
Identical builds
I
to
remember,
the bench and
That's
weight,
why it's the
You
build, but he just ain't as effective as
bro.
Kawhi.
Not nearly.
Did you-
It's 2% of Kawhi.
Didn't you win your Knicks to draft him?
Yeah, I did.
You think it would have turned out a little differently?
No, I don't. But it wouldn't have mattered because who did we take? Obi
I
Toppin?
forget, but
I
I
took
remember
Obi
you.
in that year.
took
I
Obi
forget you,
Toppin.
but I remember you definitely saying that like
He
this
was
is
my
that
guy.
pause moment. But like you like that he was like a grown man body type.
Yeah, yep. That's why I like Tari Eason. That's why I like
Yeah.
Rasheer Fleming. If you come into the NBA with a grown man body,
That's why I said about Shaden Sharp.
He do not got no grown man body. He do not got a
you hear
grown
the
man
names we
body.
said?
Yeah.
Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Williams.
No, I said Shaden Sharp
Sorry.
came into the league with like a grown. He had like a he had like a nice build to him already.
I can't comment. I do not remember what he looked like as a rookie.
I don't know if he had no grown man.
He
he might have been a
not the
little
build
cut.
He's not the build we talking
No.
about. He's not the build we talking about. Scoot Henderson came in with a grown man body.
Grown man swag. Old man swag. This is weird ass looking player.
But if you come in with that body and all we got to work in is that skill, oh, we gonna be all right.
I just, there are success stories like a Devin Booker, but if you don't start in college, I'm probably not drafting you top 5.
I don't know, man. He was a dog. He was dog.
He won 6 men of the year in the ACC. Right?
He was dogging. The Bulls just can't develop.
They
shit.
really bad at development. They
So
really
maybe
bad
if he
at
did come to the Knicks, maybe
he
he'd
might
be
be
a little
better.
Yeah.
Might be better.
It'll be insane if he gets traded and then he blossoms into being like an
He's
all-star
like,
level
like
player.
another Larry Marketing.
All that being said, I'm gonna get a Bulls a C-. Next team, I'll give y'all the Charlotte Hornets. Lock in because there's a lot of motherfuckers here. Jajan Salon, Nick Smith Jr., Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, Moussa Diabate, Mark Williams, Trey Mann, Josh Green.
Now you would think this is a solid core,
And they lose by 40 every night, though.
but yeah, yeah.
That's the knock to him. Like if they were like a competitive bad team, I could probably get him like an A.
I'm giving him an A.
Oh,
They just can't stay healthy.
I was gonna give him a B plus.
I'm just
Yeah, I'm
judging
giving
the
him a B
core.
plus.
I'm not judging the success. I'm judging the
Yeah.
talent that's all together.
But
That's
also
an
have
A.
to judge the talent based on what they're like when they are like what they're putting on the court too. Like it's not translating to anything. They're just a
I don't
nice.
think it's supposed to though. What did you think the Hornets were gonna do this year?
I dead ass thought they would be a playing team this year.
I thought they would do something
With a healthy team.
But at
Yeah.
least
They're not healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, even when they were healthy, they were not really on that. They weren't playing good.
They wasn't healthy. When
I
was
said when they
healthy?
were, well, I think we got, like 300 minutes of the two players together, Brandon Miller
That's
and LaMelo?
not enough. And I thought they could have had some play in too, but now that I look at it, that was crazy. No, they weren't as good as them.
But I also don't think they were projected to be this bad. Where they only got like 14 wins.
I'm not falling for it.
Like-
next year.
They weren't, because you know why?
Why?
We thought they would play. Brandon Miller has been out. For,
He
he's
has.
out
Maybe
for
that's
years.
our fault, being naive to think anybody on the Hornets would suit up for a full season.
I agree.
Next, did we give it a grade?
Hey,
I gave it a B.
I give it a B
I gave it
plus.
Let's do
plus.
B. Let's do B. Let's do B. Because yeah, you can't suck and have an A. Cool.
Detroit basketball. Ron Holland, Jalen Duren, Asar Thompson, Kay Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, Isaiah Stewart, and Marcus Sasser.
A
It's
plus.
A.
A.
Yeah, man. This
Yeah.
team. You already got the superstar.
all-star.
Not the all-star, like a superstar guy.
Got Asar Thompson.
Asar
who can
has
literally
been,
do everything for you on the court.
He's been so ridiculous over the last like month or so defensively as he started getting more minutes. Like,
it's so crazy to see that Amin and Asar play at this high level. You usually don't see two twins come in and they both
one of them is weak.
Yeah, like usually one of them is weak.
He said, yeah.
But like they
Who's
both
weak
are like
between
ascending.
the Morris brothers? Who's the weak one? Was it
At
Marcus?
the beginning of the season, it was Marcus. I mean, at the beginning of their careers, it was Marcus.
But Marcus had the better career long
But then
term.
Marcus eventually took over, and then Markieff fell off. So
Marquise got a job right now.
he do. But who
Bro,
won?
his ass sit on that bench.
He might play
The
now.
Lakers. I remember the meme, who want me? Who the fuck want me?
Yeah. I love that he was on that podcast talking. Was that his show?
He has a podcast?
Whoever. I mean, I don't know if it was his show or somebody else's show.
I think the Twins do got a show, low-key. Or
said-
have a show.
He said, I got a call that I was being traded. And I said, who want me? And actually, I forgot he a part of the Lakers. I said he might play because I'm thinking about Dallas Mavericks injuries. No, his ass not playing.
No.
As
I see
Marcus
he
actually had a
on the
good end of the season last year, especially with the Cavs in that playoffs. I thought he was going to get another job.
Yeah.
I love Marcus Morris' mentality. I loved him when he was with the Knicks. I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
him with the Celtics.
Y'all got a first-round pick for that. That's how good
he
he
was
playing.
he was all-star
Yeah.
consideration.
Bro, he really was.
And Markieff, you talking about fall off, but Markieff was a key piece on the John Wall Wizards. He was their power forward. Him, Gortat, Porter, Beal, Wall. That was a solid team, man.
I think forever when I remember Marcus Morris, I'm going to think about what he did to Justin Anderson.
Oh, when
Yeah.
he hit him in
He
the face
bumped
with the
him.
ball?
That's
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That
Knicks
would be
Marcus
my first
Morris.
memory of Marcus Morris every time. I
A
think of
dog.
him. All right, next team. Oh, we saying A minimum
Yeah.
for them. A minimum. Pacers, Johnny Furphy, Jarris Walker, Benedict Mathurin, Ben Shepherd.
Like a B minus,
B
maybe
minus,
C
C
plus.
plus-ish.
C plus.
C
yeah.
plus
C
for
plus
me.
is the range.
C+, because Jarris Walker don't really play.
Yeah.
But I still believe a lot in Jarris' game, man.
I believe in
I
it
believe
a lot. I
a lot,
just
yeah.
wanted to be traded.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate he's just in that log jam. He just didn't get drafted to the right team.
Mhm.
I think he's really one of those players that just haven't gotten drafted to the right place.
Matter of fact,
But
where
now
do
they extended Obi Toppin as well.
I
so
want
it's
to
like-
see Jarris Walker at?
I can see him. That's a good question. Send him to one of these not bottom feeder teams, but one of those weaker teams where we know he got guaranteed minutes. Not ain't
Like
got
a
to be 30 a
Brooklyn?
night.
He'd be really good on the Raptors.
But
No,
no,
they got
Brooklyn
too
was
many.
like mocked because of the Cam Johnson fit in Indiana.
Okay.
It's like that makes sense to me. I wouldn't have minded.
Or him
that.
next to Alex Sarr.
Hey, they might have Mr. Flag the way they
Yeah.
lose, and so
That's
who knows?
that's true.
Said them boys have.
They
How
said
you
if he
hit-
go to Washington, he gonna be nicknamed the president.
The
most important white person in Washington, D.C.
Not just one, but 2 16-game losing streaks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Or-
mind
or
Jarris
him-
Walker with the Kings.
Or I would love him next to Wemby.
They get Nas Reed
I'm not
apparently.
mad at that either.
What about the Heat? Oh no, they starting Ware and Bam.
Nas Reed in San Antonio. Any really good forward that they could put next to Vic, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Very excited for it.
Shout out
Not
to-
that Harrison Barnes is
I don't see
bad.
too many teams with Jarris Walker. The Bulls?
I would take him.
Y'all don't got shit.
We don't
but
have nothing that they
I don't
want,
know.
though. Yeah.
I don't know.
They want Kobe White. Why? You got Benedict Mathurin. You know. I would say C plus maybe for the Pacers. C plus feels about right. Milwaukee Bucks, Tyler Smith and Andre Jackson Jr.
Nah. I'm sorry.
He hit it with the nah.
I
They
like
get a D plus.
I like these guys too, but yeah.
Yeah,
D
they-
plus.
Oh, man.
I like
it's just not enough to move me.
I like
Andre Jackson is nice.
But I'm gonna do D plus too.
Just hit him with the nah.
There's not enough. Which they don't need it. They
Yeah,
don't
no,
need it.
they not in a position to try to develop talent.
Yeah, let's just get through some of these teams.
They
Tyler
literally
Smith is
traded
good, though.
they traded their youngest player.
I like Tyler Smith though.
Celtics, you got Walsh, Davison, Shireman.
Shireman.
I always want to say Shoemaker for him for
D
whatever
plus.
reason. Yeah,
same.
those
You
guys.
took in the
are-
baseball.
Jared
Shoemaker.
Walsh.
Yeah.
Jared Walsh, when he get his minutes,
he
be
play?
hooping.
He played.
Still a D plus.
We got the Knicks. You got Diabate, Huck Porty, and McBride.
I'll give this a C plus.
I guess it's C minus.
C minus.
Yeah, it's like straight up C.
Only because of
I
Miles
like dudes.
McBride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
Clippers.
Pacone? Daddy
I had him on there, but
Okay.
I seen him 2 minutes this game.
Is
for
it
the
Huck
season?
Porty out for the season?
A. Yes.
Yeah. It will soon.
Watch your mouth.
It'll
Watch your
down
mouth
for
before I
fantasy.
shut it.
I'm sorry.
You ain't have to bring that up.
I'm sorry.
I'll make you eat a New Balance logo.
You got
That
Clippers.
shit sound like it would hurt.
Because why you bringing pain into my life? I'm dealing with Kyrie. You know I love me some Hug Porty. The only thing that can make this up is if you came on my show.
Okay. I'll be here.
All right, we gonna do a special. You gotta eat and talk. We're gonna have a mukbang.
A mukbang podcast sounds crazy though. In your ear, they're like,
AS
yeah, Damian Lillard.
ASMR.
ASMR. True. All right, the Clippers got Cam Christie.
Hey,
By blood, he gonna be all right.
no, I promise you, the first time, when we played the Clippers early this season, they went up against each other. He was looking decent in the game.
He
got
I
game.
like his game. Yeah.
We went to that Christmas tournament he was in. I was like, this motherfucker about to go to Minnesota? He didn't really look like a hooper to me.
You don't think so?
I didn't think so at all, bro.
He was all right.
Same
He
thing
can
with
hoop. He can hoop.
Gil's son. Phoenix, right? Phoenix Gill. It's like, he obviously looked like the best player on the court, but like, he about to go, like, not just D1, he about to go to a major D1 conference? That's kind of crazy. Obviously, Cam's down the league, so.
I think two different levels.
Okay.
Shout out to all the young hoopers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I'm not trying to stop.
What school he going to? I forgot.
At that time he didn't commit, but they were saying what his offers were, and it was like Big Ten schools. I don't know if
He committed those. Name them.
let's see. I'm just gonna Google.
Okay.
He
did.
just look up where he committed to.
That's what he's doing.
Bro, that's what he said he was doing.
I thought he was about to look up the teams that we offered him.
Once he say who offered, it's gonna say he committed. It's Northwestern or something he's going to?
They said that was the
Northwestern.
Charlemagne.
He's
Nah.
going to Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yeah. I didn't know for sure, so I didn't want to say, but yeah, he's going to Northwestern.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Shout out
did the
to him.
all-city team.
I told my counselor
And,
I wanted to go to Northwestern.
And she told you we need to really
need to lock
reconsider,
in,
be
bro.
Nah, he
realistic.
definitely looked at my transcripts and was like, it's a
Realistic.
chance, but we going to have to work. And I was like, oh, shit, I meant to say, like, Western Illinois. I was like,
Hey, don't be ashamed. I did the same
I don't know if your
dumbass
ass would've
shit.
gotten it
I
out
went in
either.
there. My counselor said, "Yeah, what school you think?" I said some shit like DePaul. She said, "Hey, guess what, Mike?
what?
I hit ass at the Western's fine."
Man, we had
Well,
somebody say
DePaul
that,
said you needed a 25 or 26 to get the.
That's
Mavs.
some
Mavs,
crazy.
right? Oh man.
I said
That ain't
man.
crazy. Then when somebody said, hey, he said, he told the teacher, I'm going to Kentucky.
Hey, my boy Chris. Kentucky.
So he said, I'm going to Kentucky for basketball.
Who?
He said he was going to Northern Illinois to hoop.
Who?
I don't even say his name.
I know him.
Yeah, I think maybe.
He's a damn fool because I
And
didn't know.
the motherfucker wasn't on the high school basketball team.
Why do people do this?
Because he know the teacher not finna say nothing. The teacher's not gonna be
Was
like,
he
oh, yeah.
short?
No, he's taller than me, but he wasn't no hooper.
He like literally opposite of a hooper.
Hey, high school, I tell these kids all the time, high school is all fun and games until you got to have that conversation and you realize you wanted to go to DePaul, but your ass is wanted to be in that hallway acting a damn fool. now you want to go to DePaul. Well, you know what? I take that back. High schools failed us. Why did they wait till we was juniors to be like, man, what college you want to go to? You should have told me it's freshman year, so I could have told
Locked
your ass
in.
DePaul, and you could have been like, all right, well, listen, I'm gonna let you know now. You thinking about schools like DePaul,
The
you're gonna need
X, Y, Z,
yeah,
this
you
what
need
you need to
this,
do.
this, and that. So I'm gonna meet with you 3 times a year, and we gonna go over if you doing this, there, and there. So once I became a sophomore and my shit wasn't 3.9, 4.0, she could have been like, remember that DePaul shit? You ain't on course. So
Right.
let's taper it back. Junior year, end of the year, you in there talking about, which school you say? Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Where the doctors be going and shit. Yeah, all right.
I
Northwest
honestly
your
feel
ass
like
to
I
a-
just said
to a
Northwestern
job.
because I didn't know what to say, so I
Yeah.
just was like, let me pick a school.
Because I think they meet with us every year, but I think the freshman one, we're not mature enough, so I don't think they dive deep. They just like, we're going to have to get you electives.
Mm-hmm.
They tell you some bullshit. You got to do a foreign language. I ain't do no language.
You didn't do language?
I'm
No.
happy I did a language.
I had
even
to,
though I
you
don't
know
remember
what,
that
the
shit.
funny thing about the language thing, I just had an experience about that like the other day. I was a junior when I took Spanish 1. So I had a bunch of freshmen.
That's normal, but I'm imagining your big ass in any class that Ian would want.
I had some juniors. I was a sophomore. in there.
Yes, that's pretty. It's normal.
And I was in a class full of freshmen,
Right.
and I went to Trader Joe's, and I'm doing they had wine testing, so I decided to test some wine. And the dude was like, "I think you would really like this one, Darrick." And I was like, "Huh?" I was like,
I trained you.
and I was like, "What?" I was like, "Did you just say my name?" He said, "Yeah." He said, "You come here all the time. Sometimes you're wearing a hat or a little beanie or whatever."
Damn.
And he was like, "We also had Spanish 1 together." And I was like, "What?" And I was,
Bro, that's how I trained you as moment.
and
Bro.
I was like, "I went to school with you."
I went to
Why would
school
you ask
with
when
you.
somebody tells you? He gonna be 60 years old. She be like, Derek, we lost our virginities together. He gonna be like, I had sex with you? Me? You, Ben? Trojan? Us?
You know damn well with no
Bro,
trouble.
dude, he was really at the gym and said, like, you don't remember me, bro? Like, you trained me at Portillo. But y'all is crazy.
My boy, I ain't asked permission. You care about
Oh man,
silence.
it's
I
so
would
many.
do it
It's
anyway.
so many stories that we can't tell y'all on the podcast. But golly, are they crazy?
Hey, I can't wait till we retire because I'm telling them all. I'm writing a book. Tell all book. Oh man, we went on our first trip and Mike was smoking in the hotel room. Didn't happen. I'm just making some shit up.
I remember San Francisco. That motherfucker was smoking in the hotel room.
What?
Oh, my fault. I don't know if that was supposed to get
I don't
out
know
there.
what he talking about.
I just made that up.
Okay.
I would only smoke in the hotel. I don't smoke at all, but I would only smoke in the hotel if it was on my own dime. If my job paid for it, I ain't playing that game.
I don't know what they talking about.
Mike and that talking about, no, if you blow it out the window.
Blow it into the
That's the
vents.
type of shit weed smokers say. No, if you blow it out the window, you good.
And you just walk in their room, you just get a whiff of everything. Mike talking about, my car smell like weed. Yes, motherfucker, your car smells like
a
weed.
whole pound is in there. He had no idea. My uncle was be doing the same thing, thinking that all weed smokers think that they can like zap the air out.
I will say
put
your
on
house
cologne.
doesn't smell like it. I think y'all do a
Oh,
good job
no,
in the
no,
house.
You
and
just
it
probably
smells
just
good.
smoke on the patio, right?
Yeah.
You don't smoke in the house
Mm-hmm.
ever?
Nah.
Oh, that's
Mike
good.
never smells like weed either.
Yeah, no.
The car just did.
That was my
weird.
old car, by the way. My new car, I ain't never smoked in my car before.
Oh, okay. Well, two
I mean,
different
that-
cars makes sense.
Yeah.
That last car, I would have smoked,
I mean,
drunk, shitted in that car too.
that's crazy.
I would have did all type of shit in that car.
Drunk is crazy.
I ain't mean drinking driving. I'm against drinking driving. I am against drinking and driving. That is the stupidest shit. I'm seeing. You know what's crazy? Now that we're on that subject, and it's not funny. Even saying I would have drunken that's crazy. So many young athletes are dying in car crashes. I feel like I see so many universities saying last night, yeah, drinking and driving is not cool, bro. No.
Literally the least cool thing you can
Yeah,
fucking do.
that's
Especially in 2025 where Uber exists, Lyft
Yeah.
exists.
Yeah.
Uber's just one click away.
One click away.
Even if you ain't got it downloaded, you can just download it.
And on a college campus, I would have to imagine that they shit is like, when I would go to Western Illinois, because your sister went there, we would go to all the bars and stuff, and it would be a bus that would stay out all night and make sure you get. So it's really no excuse. So because I'm sure they still got the buses. I'm sure they got special cabs and Ubers specifically that don't take long. It's a college town. So yeah, man, drinking and driving is some loser ass shit, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Next team. Let's go to the 76ers. They have Adem Bona, Justin Edwards, Jared McCain, Ricky Council IV, Quentin Grimes counts.
Oh.
And Tyrese Maxey. Quentin Grimes just had a career night. the other
Tyrese
day.
Maxey still
Tyrese
counts?
Maxey
Still
still
counts?
this is
Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be A.
I did not think Maxey would count, but
He's
nah.
in there,
Hey,
baby.
Ricky
Ricky
24,
Council
right?
showed us some stuff too this year.
Yeah, he's 24.
Justin Edwards has too.
Yeah.
Jared McCain, Tyrese Maxey, and Quentin Grimes. I love
that's
Quentin Grimes, man. I don't say it enough because I think people going to think I'm a biased Knicks fan, but when he was with the Knicks, I loved him when he was healthy.
Quentin Grimes is at 40 recently, right?
44.
Yeah.
Bro, the game
Would you
Coulda
trade
had-
him for Caleb Martin? Because somebody traded him for Caleb Martin.
Would I trade Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin? I'm getting Quentin
I
Grimes?
know you're getting Caleb Martin.
No, I would not. I would not. But they had Max Christie.
I don't give a fuck.
Max Christie and Quentin Grimes remind me of each other a little bit. That's just me. I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
Because Caleb Martin ain't played
He
either.
just not playing.
Health wins championships, damn it.
Being healthy.
It's a good young core for sure. And then now they potentially have a top 6 pick coming this year as well, so it'll just get better. Toronto Raptors, you got Walker, Dick, Shedd, Barnes, Barrett, and Mobo.
I'll get it to A.
B plus for me. Don't know how Barrett's going to be there. I heard Barrett's going to be available in this offseason. They tried to trade him from Brandon Ingram. So I don't even know how to consider that. But they are going to have a pick coming in, another pick coming in. So I think this could go to an A, but I'm going to do B plus for now.
I don't know. I've been very impressed with Grady Dick. RJ Barrett's been very good this season, especially when
Bro, you are crazy.
What?
You just laughing because you said Brady's name.
Because he was impressed with it.
I said I was impressed with Grady Dick.
Okay, yeah, that is kind of funny.
It's not like I said I was impressed with.
No,
you put the first name
with
in.
Grady's Dick.
I said Grady's.
No. You're whether you say with an S or not, I'm impressed with Grady Dick. Imagine if your name was Darrick Dick. I'm impressed with Darrick Dick.
The apostrophe S makes a big difference.
It definitely
No,
makes
no, it don't.
Yes, it does.
I am impressed with Darrick Dick. I didn't put no S on it.
If that's my last name, it makes sense. But if you put the apostrophe on it, now it becomes crazy.
Yes. But even without the apostrophe, if his
It's
name
still
was Mike
crazy.
Dick, I'm impressed with Mike Dick.
He do take your sides a little bit.
That's
I would give it a B plus though. I was definitely wondering what they were gonna do because it seemed like they had a lot of wings that could play like those multiple positions. They had to do some with one of them.
They kind of, until RJ gets moved, I guess, relegated Grady Dick long term to like being a bench role when everybody's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. Earlier in the season, it was a lot more impressive what Grady was doing. Nowadays, it's like you still see flashes and stuff. But B plus, because Scotty Barnes is still an all-star player in this league.
The self-creation from Grady Dick is what really like surprised me this season. What is rocking? I'm never talking about Grady Dick on this. You will get no airtime from me, Grady Dick.
Self-creation. Really just.
His mid-range game has been amazing.
No,
this year.
he can shoot the ball, man. One thing he can do is shoot.
Brooklyn Nets. Clowney.
We immature, man. I'm about to be 30 tomorrow. I was all good until he just started
Yeah,
laughing.
I was too.
No, but I seen him say it again, and I just looked at P, and I seen him hold it.
Nick and the Nets have Clowney, Whitehead, Johnson, Sharp, Thomas, Williams, Watford, and Wilson.
It's like a
That's a
B.
lot of names.
See,
It's like a B minus.
yeah, B minus.
The quantity made it seem like it was a little bit better than it was.
lot
It's
of
so
dudes,
many
bro.
of them, though. That
And I ain't even named all of them. I just named the ones that I think might be something.
Cam Thomas is a bit?
I said Thomas.
Oh, you
yeah.
did say Cam Thomas?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give it a C+. It's fine.
The only reason I'm giving a C+ because there's talent there, but it hasn't been defined. Like, we still don't know if Cam Thomas is their franchise player. Is he going to start? What is his contract going to look
Are
like?
they going to trade him?
Yeah, I have no idea. I
They
still
rush-
don't know if Darrick Whitehead. I think he's good, but I don't really have the NBA. I like Noah Clowney, but just haven't seen enough. Trenton Watford, I love, but he plays a limited role. Seems like he'd be better on like a Timberwolves team. Jalen Wilson, will he even be? They're gonna probably pick between him and Zaire Williams. They're not bringing back all of these wings with the draft pick. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Notification: Cam Thomas is available tonight.
He played the other night.
But he did. Look at that. That was his first game back in a month and a half.
Yeah.
So
He missed a lot of time.
D'Angelo Russell's also available tonight.
Hey.
You know who could use him?
D'Angelo or
The
Cam?
Timberwolves. You saw that video?
Hey,
D'Angelo Russell interviewed Cat. He was talking about the trade, and it was all about Cat. And the caption's like, I can't believe D'Angelo Russell found a way to make this about him. And he's like, man, I watched the Timberwolves, and I'm like, you know what they need? They need Cat. And then Cat like, yeah, man, whatever. And he's like, I keep watching. You know what else I think? Who they need? They need me. They're like, man, they trade away everything that they need. And it was just funny. It was
and
so
it's
funny.
so funny because he was there like 7 years ago. Why would he feel like they still need him?
That was a while ago. It wasn't 7 years ago, but it was
7
more,
years ago.
was more like 3, 4, right? Because he spent the last 2.5 years with the Lakers. Yeah, I think. It was
But
like
didn't he
2.5
spend
years.
also 2 years with the
So
Warriors?
straight.
No.
He was with the Timberwolves, and then got traded to the Lakers for Jared Vanderbilt and shit.
Oh.
Atlanta Hawks. Rishase,
Yeah, Jalen Johnson,
Daniels, Johnson, and a Congo.
This is an A for me.
And Kobe Buffkin, but
A minus for me. Kobe Buffkin, another guy who I like, but just can't seem to stay on the court or get on the court.
Yeah, I think Jalen Johnson, all-star player in this league. Rishase just had a really good game last night.
He is very underrated. I know I forgot that they drafted him, but he is very underrated in my opinion.
No, he's still like a glove for them, honestly.
I love that prototype of wing. Play without the ball, guard three, 4 positions. I think Dyson Daniels is my defensive player of the year. I love that core.
Yeah.
Pelicans, Trey Murphy, Zion still fits.
A plus.
Zion still
Jordan Hawkins and Yves Missy.
A plus.
Yeah.
When I hear Zion Williamson, A plus.
Especially the way he's been playing lately.
Give me everything for Zion, man. I'm all in on this Pelicans train. I'm still watching the Pelicans just for him at these points. I think they're gonna have a quick turnaround.
I think y'all got the Pelicans tonight, right?
And y'all, I can't wait for this because remember y'all know how the game plan for Zion. But that was Darvin Ham.
Yeah. I love Trey Murphy.
We do play the Pelicans.
Yes. I love that duo.
When I did my personal 25 under 25 last year, I had him in there, and the comments was like, Kenny, you tripping. And I was like, I truly do believe this guy can make an all-star appearance one day. And I think I legitimately still think it's possible, man. And he's done nothing but get better since the moment I published that video. So
yeah, especially this year when you talk about him being aggressive and like putting the ball on the floor and into the basket and not like being just like a spot up shooter. That evolution, and then sometimes dude is shooting the ball from like 30 plus feet.
Seriously,
like, and he's knocking it down comfortably. And
I would love for him to get better looks sometimes. For sure. But like when you had that confidence, because he does make the 30 footers. So
yeah,
it's
crazy to do that off the catch, not being a guard. Because Zion go throw the bullet logo. Splat out. You know who else can shoot?
Who?
Jordan Hawkins.
Oh, yeah.
And if they miss, you know who can rebound?
Yves.
No, not Yves. Yves.
Yves got a little swag to it.
Kyron Missy.
The next team, OKC Thunder.
Ain't they the youngest team in the league?
Dang, Wallace, Holmgren, Mitchell, Jones, Williams.
A plus. Which Williams?
J-Dub.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
A? And I think if there's any team that deserves a plus, it's this one.
A plus.
They got
it's damn near just off Chet and J-Dub.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm giving an A plus because I like Chet, J-Dub, Casey Wallace, and then AJ Mitchell. Some of these other guys we still ain't seen yet, but AJ Mitchell can play basketball.
The fact that they have Nikola Topic just sitting there,
chilling,
waiting to come play next season is insane. Like, that's crazy.
I don't think he's going to play for them. I think they might trade him.
Oh. Do he even be on the bench?
Sometimes, especially home games, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how often he travels with the team.
Okay. Because I'll be like, I don't even really see him that much.
Next, we got the Wizards. You got Carrington, Sarr, Koulibaly,
Did them hymns
George.
work for you?
Hymns.
Them hymns.
What's the hymns?
We'll talk about that.
Oh, you crazy.
Wizards is Carrington, Sarr, Koulibaly, George, Champagny.
I think this is an A.
Yeah.
I would give it like a B+.
I think you put Cooper Flag in here. This is a team that 2-3 years from now we talking about being a legitimate playoff team. I think they done a real good job building up their core for whenever they can draft that guy. I don't know if it's gonna be Cooper Flag this year, AJ next year. Darian Peterson. I don't know. But if they're able to get a guy,
that's a new name to me.
Kansas. If they're gonna get a guy, they have a nice surrounding core.
Yeah.
Young core that can grow together. Because I like Bub, I like Sarr and what his defensive prowess will be, Bilal. They got size. They really just need like a go-to guy.
And then you said Jordan Poole too, right?
No.
Isn't he still 20?
He aged out.
Oh, he aged out? Damn.
Too old.
Yeah, he old.
I thought he fit their timeline a little bit more.
No, he does. He just doesn't fit the young criteria for today.
Yeah.
But he's definitely young.
He's only 26.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably give him more like a B. And maybe more like a B personally.
I'm giving it a B+.
I'll go B+.
Next team, Golden State Warriors have Kuminga, Pod, Santos, and Post.
I'll go B-.
B- for sure.
Yeah.
That feels fair. Lakers, they got James, Connect,
Ronnie.
and Jackson Hayes is still under 25, which
is kind of a little hard to believe.
Surprised me when I saw it. He's 24.
Wow.
I mean, this is like.
How much do you believe in Bronny?
He doing his thing in the G League.
And this shit is a D+.
Don't Connect is nice though.
He is.
D+,
cool.
yeah.
I feel like
Still
C,
D+,
C
though.
minus.
C-, D+. Miami Heat. Where? Jovic, Hawkins.
This
It's
is
like
a
a C.
B+.
It's a B.
C plus B.
I like Alex.
Minus.
I like this. I don't know why I almost said Alex R. Khalil Ware.
I like
Alec Burks, maybe.
I like Jovic, man. He got to put it all together one of these years, but
He's still only
he's
21.
young. Yeah.
And then Jaime Jaquez still do a little bit of everything for you on the basketball court. So
I've been missing him. This season has been super underwhelming.
yeah,
Let me see what his numbers are.
Yeah.
but hasn't he been banged up a lot?
Let me see.
He's a guy that I will when people be like, man, compare yourself, I should start putting Jaime Jaquez in the mix from the rookie year when he could score, pass, rebound, defend, bunch of positions.
Yeah, his minutes has dropped from 28 last year to 22 this year. Those minutes, the last 5 games is 14, 8, 7, 20, and 19.
Well, also the resurgence of Khalil Ware also hurts that too, because Jaime played a lot of the 4 next to Bam last year, so like kind of hurts him that way too.
But then Jimmy gone.
True.
They got
You
Andrew
could put
Wiggins.
him at the 3, but
Suns, Dunn and Oso. Dunn and Iguodala.
D+.
yeah.
I was happy to
This
see
is-
Dunn get some minutes the other night
He
because
did.
he's
Yeah.
been buried on that bench. But yeah,
That
Which
shit
is
didn't
crazy.
matter.
It's just crazy.
Got
He,
their
has,
ass butt.
he was having such a good rookie season. It's crazy to see him end up.
he
starting
started
fall
to
out the
slump
rotation.
as a shooter, and that was enough for Bud to not put him out there at all.
He did start off the season shooting like 50%.
Yeah,
It's just unrealistic, honestly.
super unrealistic, especially considering where he was last year as a college player. So it's like, yeah.
Hey, Bud rode the hot wave until it was no longer hot. And then said, all right.
I'm still a Ryan Dunn believer.
Same.
No, I'm still right. Defensively, he still brings a lot.
You know who I was watching, and I keep seeing him on the sideline. I'm like, has Matisse Thybulle suited up once this year?
No, he is
Not that I
not.
could.
No.
I can't recall.
Matisse was an absolute menace defensively a few years back, man.
Let's see how many games he's played this season.
I'd be surprised if he has not played at all.
I
Like
wouldn't-
genuinely,
Played
every
for the
time
Blazers,
they
so
cut
yeah.
to the bench, I'd
Yeah.
see him in sweats every time.
this year.
He don't even be getting fits off.
No, he's
I
not
mean,
on
is that what you got to do when you hurt? Or if you're just not playing, you got to get your fits
I
off?
saw Jared Vanderbilt
Not
get
now
fits
when you
off, bro.
care. Now when you
Hey,
care.
Jared
Remember
Vanderbilt
that
has.
rant I had? Man, these dudes is putting on fits. I don't think they really.
He says Thybulle has started doing some light 3-on-3 work, and though hasn't been clear for 5-on-5 action.
So he's not going to play this year with a month left. Just don't even seem like it makes sense for him to play.
Trade him in the offseason. He'll
There's
be
no
a Laker.
There's no clear timetable for his return.
What is
based
his?
on
What
this.
is the injury?
An ankle.
Damn.
Doesn't say what's wrong with the ankle. Just
Snap
says
it?
ankle.
Yeah, even.
Well, sometimes you could just sprain it and yet need surgery. Ty Jerome had to get surgery on his ankle. That's why he didn't play. You don't remember Ty Jerome last year?
True.
Played 2 games and had to get ankle surgery.
I forgot he got drafted by the Suns. Until recently, somebody said that on the show. I'm like, oh yeah, he was a Suns player for like a little bit.
Who?
Ty Jerome.
Played with Javon.
Yeah. Next, Sacramento Kings. They have Carter, Murray, and LaRavia now fits into that young core.
I like this core. It's a B+ for
B
me.
plus for sure.
I'll give it a solid B.
I wish Keon Ellis was on it.
He can't just miss the cut.
Just missed. He's 25.
Oh.
Mavericks, Lively, Christie, Hardy, Omax Prosper. Who,
I'll
like
give
you
it-
got to say his full name.
B-.
Yeah, I was going to leave it at a B, too. That won't get a B as well.
Y'all not rocking
It's
with
another
60,
B+.
67th best player in the league, Darrick Lively?
No,
I can't,
No,
bro, I
that's
just
why I
want to
got
see
it.
him back
yeah,
on the
that's why I have
court.
it at a B.
Yeah, get well soon, Lively.
That what? What'd you just say?
I just want to see him back playing.
Oh, I thought you said I have to see him back on the court.
no, I said I want to see him back on the court.
All right, here's some teams with a lot of young players. Are we ready? Houston Rockets have Shepard, Whitmore, Smith Jr., Sengun, Thompson, Eason, and Green.
It's an A+.
They
You
played
got-
last night with basically none of their starters except for Jalen Green, and I actually was having a lot of fun watching Reece Shepard.
Reece Shepard was doing his
25.
shit.
Yeah.
He also was letting. I mean, that boy Shea was hunting him.
I
but
mean,
like other than that,
Who ain't he hunting?
true.
Besides Dyson.
Yeah, this is an A+.
Yeah,
It's
you got
actually
the
too good that
You
you
got the
gotta
quantity and you have the quality.
you gotta
like-
get rid of some of these
Look
dudes.
at
That's
you
how
using
good
your
it is.
words. That was just playing.
and then
No,
when you got a guy like Cam Whitmore that sometimes in and out of the lineup, who
he
is
had a good game yesterday
yeah,
too.
he did, but he's such a talent that you just have him just sitting on a night-to-night basis. Some nights he give you something, some nights you don't really play him. So like when you got that as a luxury, it's nice.
We don't give AGM enough credit, in my opinion.
Rafael Stone?
Yeah.
Shout out to Rafael.
I'm happy to see Cam Whitmore in a new situation, though.
Remember this team was shitty, like, not that long ago.
Yeah, like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
really.
Kevin Porter Jr. and Jalen Green, John Wall saying they don't know how to
win.
Yeah, and be like pro. That was not that long ago.
Well, luckily, they got Fred VanVleet in their locker room.
Yes.
And
Teach
Dylan
them how to
Brooks.
be pros.
And Jeff Green. I think
And
they had a
Jeff
really
Green,
good
yeah.
offseason that year, just bringing in guys that care and can teach some stuff.
Steven Adams is now.
Steven Adams.
I think they set a precedent. I think a lot of teams will start to do that. If I got $50 million in cap, instead of feeling like I need to bring in 7 people, I'm gonna just overpay.
Especially 7 people that's damn near the same age.
Or just 7 people because I got young guys, so I don't need to bring in 7 people because it's gonna get in the way of my young guys.
Yeah.
So I'll just bring in 3 and I'll just kind of overpay on short-term deals. Like,
Y'all think somebody do that for Julius Randle?
No.
absolutely not.
He's not a vet.
Not a culture setter.
Yeah, he's not a. He's more so about himself versus being like a team guy.
I'm not
Not
going
a
to
shot
try to
at
say
him.
that, but he's not Fred VanVleet.
No, I was just thinking like the players that are not crazy super like that. Basically, the Fred VanVleet level players where you're
Fred VanVleet.
yeah, that's his nickname. No,
That Julius Randle, that's 2 different worlds, Mike. Fred VanVleet come from a championship culture, played with Kyle Lowry, playoff experience at a high level. Same with Dylan Brooks. Never won a championship, but the Grizzlies went on playoff runs. Julius Randle don't have a playoff run. Not been around crazy vets. I mean, he got drafted to the Lakers who had Kobe, but it ain't like he's come from this strong culture. So that's why I say no. And then he's also a guy where his game is very hard to fit with.
Yeah.
That's the hardest thing, bro, about him. It's just like that Knicks situation was so good for him because he was literally made to be the guy. But it was like a
curse.
It was.
Because that ain't the reality. So it's like, that's what makes it so tough, man. It's so tough having guys who have a number 1 option play style, but they're not number 1 options. That's why I was disappointed with the way his Timberwolves tenure is going. I thought this was going to be a good opportunity for him to redefine himself, show that he can play next to an Anthony Edwards level player and have success and do dirty work things. Because if you strip down Julius Randle and you just take his game and you put it with a different mentality, that's an incredible basketball player. Julius Randle is 6'8", 6'9", 240, can put the ball on the floor. He's gotten better as a jump shooter. That's not his strength, but he's capable of, when he makes the 3-4 threes, he's going to have damn near 40. I don't know too many people that can keep him off the glass. I've seen him have 17 rebound games.
Only person to keep off the glass himself.
I think that was one of the most underrated parts of his game. Is I thought rebounding, he could rebound with the best of
He's a
them.
monster.
Like he's got that grown man body we talking about, where just size wise he can overpower you.
He just has to figure out, or he needs coaching or a team setting where it forces him to be that. But because he's played on the Knicks and he knows he can also get 40-point double-doubles and hit game-winning shots and sidestep jumpers can occasionally go in, it's hard to tell him he can't, because he can.
Yeah.
But it's like he has a lot of games where that shit is not going in and it looks extremely bad.
I know it's got to feel bad too, and I'm not gonna say this is exactly how you feel. I'm just assuming, but like when you know you're used to scoring 20 points a night and you look up and you only got like 6 points, but the team is winning and all that. It probably does hurt a little bit. Like, man, we could do this without me having that type of game.
I feel like that would.
I think it is because it's just like I'm not close to he's not the number 1 option, but it's like I'm not close to that guy no more.
But the only reason I argue that with guys who could not argue with you, but guys who could have that mentality is when you look around the landscape of the NBA in today's game, they are paying guys who help to win. So if you're able to affect the game with just 6 points and the team can win, you might get more money than that, because he gave us the 30 point, and nobody knows where he's going. So clearly that ain't the thing. If Julius Randle can play in a Draymond Green type role, man, I don't know too many teams that wouldn't want him, because he could do that. It ain't gonna be the same exact way, but he has the size, he can pass, he can dribble, he can rebound. He has all of the size, strength, and athleticism to defend if he really wanted to. You just got to minimize. Andrew Wiggins.
When Andrew Wiggins went to Golden State and just trimmed off the fat of his game, I'm not taking the post fades and I'm not posting up on the elbow and attack the offensive glass and defend it. He was a pop up and just seeing all type of ass, men ass on. I'm like, what is this commercial? He was
It's
the
a
most
protein commercial. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Get your protein in.
Get that and you get a bigger butt. He was the most sought after player. After the Warriors won, everybody wanted Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
I wish Julius Randle could have that turnaround somewhere.
I thought this would be.
It was a good situation.
Matter of fact, it was. He didn't really get the chance because remember he was like with the Knicks. No, even with this year, he was like, what they gonna do with Julius Randle or whatever, and like just bringing up all those players, you have the opportunity to again minimize his role. It's just I don't think that reality is really set in for him yet.
If you take away the name Julius Randle, and I just tell you, man, I got a kid with his game, and I just took away the name, everybody will be enamored. But you know, he has some Russell Westbrook type shit where it makes him just low IQ and it doesn't look good. What you saying?
How did this start? How did we get to Julius Randle?
I don't know.
Don't know, but it was good.
It was good. Next team
Is it harder to score 30 on a losing team?
Oh my God, I hate this conversation so much. Have
Who
y'all
just
seen
had
that?
this
You know how much
conversation?
DeMarcus and Rashawn McCants.
Yes.
You know how much Miles Bridges had yesterday?
Yes, because he had 17 in the first quarter.
I don't.
He had 35.
Damn.
But it was just
Because of my
yesterday. No, yesterday was like you could tell me Miles Bridges been averaging 40, and I wouldn't even know.
I wouldn't know.
He been low key.
I don't even remember who they went against. I didn't tune into that game for 1 second. Not one.
I don't blame.
Grizzlies, they got Gigi, Wells, Edie, Aldama, and Williams.
I'll give it a B+.
B+.
Maybe I'm just generous. This is A- to me. You got size, scoring, defense, two-way, three-point. They check every box. But they probably not keeping Santi Aldama, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Feel like somebody going to get overpaid for him.
Oh, for sure.
The Brooklyn Nets going to be like, hey,
That's our guy.
come over here.
Spurs, Castle, Branham,
A+.
Sohan,
A+.
Wembenyama,
And you got to go
Wesley.
finish the list.
Champagne, and Vassell.
A+.
Yeah.
That Z bill that I made, I be saying they compared him to Sohan.
Champagne's the one that make it A+.
My dog.
Steph Castle had, 30 the other night?
Yeah.
Did we talk to Julian Champagne?
I
don't think so,
I
no.
talked to him, no.
He almost
Nuggets.
got into a fight the other day.
Did
Was
he?
that him?
Yeah.
No, it was. I
It
think
was
it
him.
was. It was
Yeah.
him. Yep. Remember he got into the fight with Dylan Brooks.
Yeah. Was it Dylan Brooks?
No.
I do
No,
not.
Kenrich Williams.
Yeah.
Kenrich
Yes,
Williams,
yes,
there
they
it
both
is.
got ejected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lou Dort got ejected.
Yes, he did.
There was a bunch. Was that the 3 or was there another one?
I think it was just those 3.
Bro, I swear they said Jeremy Sohan got ejected.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, that would be 4. Kenrich.
Yeah.
He played. He literally.
Oh, no, it was only 3. It was
Yeah,
only
it's
3.
I think he
swear
got a
when
tag.
he got the tag. I swear he
Yeah.
said he got ejected. I was like,
You know he
I
getting
checked
in the
back.
mix.
I was like, why the hell
Nah,
is he
yeah.
back on
Jeremy
the floor?
Sohan don't run for no smoke.
No, he run towards it.
Bro, you got to be kind of bold to square up with Lou Dort. That's like punching a damn fire hydrant.
Somebody in a story from OKC called him Mr. Crash Out after he got ejected. I forget whose story that was.
He said he caught him crashing out.
He said he called him Mr. Crash Out.
Oh.
Okay, Lou Dort, Mr. Crash Out. Nuggets, Holmes, Strother, Watson, Brown, Najee, and Tyson.
I'll give it a B-, because Christian Braun's been having like a MIP type season. Najee's showing you some flashes, at least this year, and he's knocking down that corner 3 ball.
Zeke Najee fan right here. I'd probably give it like I'd probably give it a C+.
C- for me.
Dayron Holmes is your boy, Darrick.
I really want to see him play. Like I'm itching to see him play. I thought he would be like a really big piece of this team.
Summer League, you'll get
I
him.
know DeAndre Jordan waiting for him to come back too.
He's like, I'm so tired of coming out.
All right, I was getting all this free money. Got me earning it now.
Wolves, Dillingham, Clark, Edwards, McDaniels, Shannon.
Oh, A+.
Right? Anthony Edwards immediately. And then Terrence Shannon's been really good.
Terrence Shannon's nice.
Jalen Clark has been really good.
3-4 year guys, don't sleep on them, man. They
Terrence
ready to
Shannon
play.
be looking like he's like in a different gear than everyone on the court. Like he's just so damn fast.
Yeah, another gift of the curse guy. Because
Yeah.
sometimes he can be out of control, but then sometimes you need that in the comeback win against
Yeah. Facts.
OKC. Just
But, like,
fearless.
Once he learns how to balance it, I think he's gonna start to really take off.
2 more teams, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully somebody behind the scenes is counting. Blazers. They have Klingon, Henderson, Sharp, Walker, Abdia, and Toumani Camara.
A plus.
Too many cameras, baby.
Too many of them things. You know why they call him that, right?
Why?
Because his name is Toumani Camara, and it sounds like too many cameras.
Okay.
Last team is the Utah Jazz. Collier, Williams, Filipowski, George, Hendricks, Sensabaugh, Walker.
I'll give it a C.
I give it like a B+.
I was gonna give it a C+. It hasn't really. They're the worst team in the West still.
Shit kind of
Some
by
of the
design.
Wizards, though. We gave the Wizards a high grade. They won 11 games this year.
What do you
No,
expect
but I
from-
took their grade down because I was also. What was that? The Hornets. No, I took the Hornets grade down because I said they got the talent, but it ain't really translating the shit.
But that's why I kept telling you their talent has been hurt. So it ain't like they all on the court. This is but this is also fresher talent. Like he named 6 guys who first or second year. Some of the Hornets guys have been in the league for
seasoned.
LaMelo is also an all-star player. So them not having success, I guess, hits a little harder. I'll say C+.
That's all 30.
That was good.
That's all 30, man.
Yeah, Devon he put in a list.
Okay, word.
How y'all been living, man? How y'all been feeling?
Been feeling good. Good.
B-Day tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday, y'all more than welcome to slide. My mama crib.
Bet.
Getting some Uncle Remus catered.
Bet.
No pressure, you know. But if you in the area, if you ain't got nothing
No
to do,
kids, though.
you could slide through.
No kids, though.
Why you? I don't got no kids.
I don't know. You be babysitting this shit.
Oh.
I was trying to get Cleo's.
They won't let
They
you?
was taxing me.
And
the only reason I was fine with the tax, but then they kept saying it feeds 10 to 12 people. And then my mom was like, man, it might be 20 or 25. And I'm like, I don't want to get this food. And then somebody come and like, oh, what it is? And it ain't no more. Because I know I wasn't going to take it easy on that shit. I was going to clear that shit up. And then they kept saying in order to get it delivered, I had to spend $350 subtotal.
Damn.
But the taxes was $100.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to tip.
Yeah.
You know what I
It was
mean?
hella expensive for sure.
You got to tip. You got to pay for delivery. And then the tax in general, it all came out to like an extra 100. Then I'm like, damn, $450 on some food. Hell no. It's my birthday. So then I went to Old Reliable, man. Uncle Remus.
The one over in Broadview?
Yeah. Because I it's going to travel better.
Yeah.
Versus.
They deliver? Or you
My
gotta
mom's
get
going to pick it up.
Okay.
Mom's going to pick it up.
I was I'm surprised.
They
Uncle Remus
deliver in the area. They said her house was out of the area.
Yeah, they sent me that graphic, and I didn't know if it was supposed to be a surprise or none, so I ain't even said nothing about it. And I asked, is it a surprise? And I got left on red, so.
Who left you on red?
My sister.
Oh, no, not a surprise at all.
Y'all going to John's baby shower?
When is it?
I think it's
It's on a Saturday.
Yeah.
This Saturday?
No.
Actually, no. I
in a
think
few
it is
weeks.
actually during our show.
That makes it really tough.
It's on a Saturday. I'm
'Cause
not
it's
sure the
down
time.
south, right?
So it's the same thing as the
Was it
gender
here?
reveal.
I think it's in Illinois.
No, yeah. It's down south.
but I'm down south. Illinois.
It's down south,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Peoria area. That makes it
Probably,
tough
yeah.
if we coming from here to there. But maybe depending on what time. I do be feeling bad because we missed the gender reveal because we were working and everything. So maybe, hopefully, if in worst case scenario, I'll have my gift shipped to them.
Yeah.
My wife probably took care of that already though. But I'm excited for John, man.
For real. Haven't really spoken to him since all of this. So that
Hey.
means he grinding, getting
Hey,
ready.
these
Man,
next
that
few
motherfucker's
days.
playing Marvel Rivals.
is?
P. That he
Oh,
playing the game.
I
Hey,
know.
next few days we gotta get Kyron in the Discord.
I
Bro.
haven't talked to Kyron in a long.
I
I haven't
ain't
hit the
talked
group
to
chat.
Kyron in
Kyron,
a
you good? Because I
long
haven't
ass
talked to
time.
him.
Why?
yet.
Kyron be in the Discord. Not talking, but when we did our draft, he was in your stream.
I mean, I ain't talked to Kyron in a minute.
Because he
usually
didn't get drafted.
Damn.
Bro, you remember last time we drafted him?
Me and you wasn't on the same team anyway, was we?
No, we was. Remember, I picked up Kyron. You was
No,
like,
I'm talking about the last draft.
No, not
yeah,
that
so
draft.
that's why he didn't get drafted.
Oh.
When we on the same team, it's easier to vouch for him. But if I got 4 strangers, I ain't vouching for your ass.
Hey,
Come
bro,
here,
last
shit.
time we did this draft, Kyron was the last pick. And I was debating between him or somebody who's actually played, like, recently.
Yeah.
And so I was like, Kyron, my homie, I'm going to go with Kyron.
Yep.
But I told him, I was like, bro, I need you to be locked in because I don't want to regret having to pick you.
Mm-hmm.
KB, he was not locked in, KB, at all. He started getting, I told him, like, I'm not going to do this, like, what's it called? Like, feel bad picks for you, like, no more.
Sympathy.
He said, man, those sympathy picks. He's like, man, shit, you ain't got to pick me if you don't want to pick me. So I was like, all right. He do be in them drafts though, but I don't never literally see him in the Discord just like chilling. Yeah. Discord been kind of dry.
I mean, nobody really sit in the Discord.
Yeah.
It'd be like, y'all playing rivals, then we'll join. Nobody just I think the last time we hung was like 2 days ago during that Lakers game.
Yeah.
But
No, me and Mike was just in the Discord.
Sometimes I just be sitting in there.
That was like you do. Me and Mike was just in there like 2 days ago. I seen Mike in there by himself, so I just joined. And then you came in there.
right.
But yeah, you will just sitting there. I be having so much going on, and I don't always meet my mic, so I'll be like, I'm going to wait for somebody to join. Because when I'm just sitting in there, you hear me in the background, Penny, get your ass down. One time I'm eating it on the phone. I did a whole video, and Darrick was in there. I'm like, bro, my bad.
I was in there too.
I'm like, my
Oh, you
bad.
were?
That was during No, somebody got
Mark
traded.
Williams.
It was Mark Williams trade.
I know.
I
I'm
was heard him the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm just
I went tripping, though, I mean.
yapping.
I was literally getting ready to go live on Twitch, and then all of a sudden I hear,
What's poppin', y'all?
no,
Keep it moving or
it
something like that.
wasn't even that. He was like, what DJ Khaled said?
Another one.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Hey, MLB The Show come out in like, what, 10
I'm
days?
so fucking bloodthirsty.
days?
My
All right, do you have your
baseball
controller
fever
ready though?
is through the roof. I'm about to buy another controller.
Wow, I forgot about that.
For the real ones that know. Well, actually, I don't know if it's as big. Because remember, the reason, at least I got the controllers, they said that like whatever the control pitching was messed up for Xbox. It was better on PlayStation because it was more smoother. But I thought they fixed that.
I don't
Like
know.
that hasn't always been a thing, right?
I think I might have a spare of that controller in my house though.
But I was going so hard on 2K, I need another controller because I flicked the rubber piece off.
Oh,
I
yeah.
crossed over and that mug popped off. I'm man, trying to cross over for real.
Damn.
How was your new build though?
It was good.
Let me
I'm
get the
trying to- I'm trying
description.
to figure out like
What was it?
What
What's
to
his height,
compare?
wingspan, weight?
he's 6'4", he like
Okay.
215.
Okay.
You got like a 6'9" wingspan. I
Okay.
think the people he was compared to was like Darrick White. The one that I like, they compared him to Case and Wallace.
Yes.
So he got 98 steal. That's his highest attribute.
98.
98 steal. He got 96 speed.
Oh shit.
So he be
What's his
flying all
dunk?
over the court. 87.
Yeah.
He got an 83-3, but I was lighting that thing up.
I saw you had 50.
Yeah.
Damn.
He be running up and down the court. He got 96,
96 speed is insane. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being that fast on 2K. That sounds.
My guard wasn't
Crazy.
even that fast. He was like a 92 speed, and he once it. When you
Oh, I
play
thought
on
they was about to
somebody
run
that
into each other.
fast,
When you go to
can't-
somebody slow,
man, they don't have to be slow. But from a 96, you could play on an 85, which is
that
fast.
piece will look weak as hell.
Yeah, it does.
he paying for his shit.
He
We
paying like
really got to
$12
go
for
to
his
some
life.
baseball games this year, man.
I need another nacho helmet.
No, we got to go somewhere where we don't know what they got. We got to go to the Guardians. Go to Cleveland. Yeah. I think I'm finna fly all the way to fucking. We went to the Rangers. We went to the Cubs. We went to the White Sox. Let's go to Colorado.
Shit, I'm
Let's
down.
go.
They gonna stink though. That team sucks.
I could have went to a Rockies game, and it was
Yeah, you said that.
we ended up going somewhere. I think we went out to dinner instead. But
they got my boy. What's my boy though? Jones, Nolan Jones.
Ah.
I like him. They are gonna be bad though.
Like
we can go to
real
St.
bad?
Louis.
St.
Okay.
Louis not too bad. I heard their ballpark is pretty nice too.
We
When
can
they
go to
have-
New
when
York.
they Fly.
The Mets got
Definitely.
Juan Soto, Yankee Stadium.
Last time I was in Atlanta, I wanted to go to a Braves game. That was the year they won the Super Bowl, the World Series too. But then I found out they moved the arena a little bit further out the city, and then the
Yeah.
commute there would have been crazy. So I was
Yeah,
like,
they
"Oh, it's
did.
not."
I read a book about
Was the
fandom,
arena in the
and they
suburbs?
talking about that.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know how they last.
think
it
it
really
is.
But the
Oh,
last
wow.
one was like in the city
Yeah.
that you can just go to.
Oh no. You said what did you say?
Did they move the arena to the burbs?
I think so, because the book I read about fandom was saying that they did their fans wrong.
By moving it to the burbs?
I think they moved it somewhere where it was just like,
when was the last time you been to Atlanta? It's been a minute.
John Collins got traded. That was the last time we were all together.
Oh yeah, I remember when we got to the.
Publix.
No, I'm talking. What's the airport called again? It's like something Jackson, Hewitt Jackson, or whatever. But once you get off the airport and you're basically like going up the stairs to get to like the gates,
Yes.
there's a big ass like curtain, and it's just like Trae Young's picture on it. I was like, bro, I wonder how long has that shit been up, bro? Cause I don't know. That shit's got to be feeling amazing. Like you walking back, and that's just like that's your city basically.
Yeah.
That's what I be trying to tell Darrick when he's
That's
talking about,
like
man,
Atlanta is definitely Trae Young's spot.
you owe it to yourself. Be selfish. I'm being selfish by staying. I ain't got to pay. I walk in a restaurant even with like, hey, yeah, give him that table in the back.
No, Trae Young definitely. I mean, he probably pays for it, but he could definitely walk into some restaurants and get shit free. A lot of places probably.
Yeah, he'll be able to do that even if he did leave.
In Atlanta, like if you come back. Nah, once he gone, that offer rescinds.
Slime, they're gonna get
They
him.
just don't mess with you no more.
Because D Rose could still do that, even though he left.
He left on different circles.
He's
He
also
left 'cause
from the city too.
and they
from the
traded
city.
him. He didn't say he was crying when he got
That
traded.
motherfucker was the MVP of the league too. Like the accolades just a little bit different.
Bro, you know that Doggy Diner by my place? They have a picture up that's saying like D Rose loves these hot dogs. I wonder if
for
he
real?
really been there.
I doubt it.
He's probably been a doggy diner, but not that one.
Yeah.
I love doggy diner too. I ain't getting no damn hot dog from doggy
I haven't had
diner.
a hot dog in years.
That's what I told my neighbor. She makes like relish and stuff, and she's like, yeah, we put them on hot dogs. And she's like, I'm not from Chicago, so they be looking at me crazy when I want ketchup on them. I'm like, man, I haven't had a hot dog in a decade.
You know what? It sound good, but it's just never as good as you think it is.
A chili cheese dog?
A corn dog.
A corn? No, it never sounds
Corn
good.
I
dogs
actually had a really good corn dog at
smell
Disney.
make me not want to touch it.
Corn dogs, I think the idea of a corn dog sounds so good, but it just never, it's not as good as I always think it's going to be.
What I like more than a corn dog is the breakfast. The pancake, over the sausage.
Oh, I
yeah.
know exactly
Those
what you're
are
talking
nice.
about.
Yeah.
Those are real good.
Yeah, I like
call
those.
You cooking with that one.
Pig in a blanket?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I like those much more than corn dogs.
I had one in Disney. It was a
That
hot
big
link.
one?
It was a hot link inside of a. It was pretty much instead of it being a hot dog. It was
That
a hot
big one?
link.
Yep.
No, that one was different. That was on string. This was in the. But like this one's the hot link was so damn good. I was like, this is amazing. Like they need to make more of those. I would love to see more because hot links are really good.
Mhm.
I love a good hot link.
Do you like combos? You like the beef with the thing in it?
Hey, combo, I ain't had a
used to,
combo in a
yeah.
minute, but
My
a combo
uncle-
a hit.
Since
uncle used to like
Portillo's
that.
changed their Italian sausage, I don't really order them no more.
What haven't they changed? Besides the massacholi, which was all marinara and noodle. Anyway.
I don't know. They, big corporation buy it.
Burger
come
kind of
in.
tastes the same, but Italian beef definitely don't taste the same.
It don't.
Beef and cheddar croissant don't taste the same and not as cheap. Beef and cheddar croissant used to be the sleeper because you're getting a basically Italian beef, but it's like $3-4 cheaper. Now it's damn near the same price as the beef.
You don't think the burgers fell off too?
Nah, the burgers be
Hey, the
good.
burger.
Burgers are
They
fine.
taste slightly different.
Them burgers a
No,
hit.
no, gang. I mean, maybe I wasn't around when it was prime, but I can get a burger and still.
Yeah,
feel
I
really
think that's
good
their
about it.
best item right now is the burgers.
I've
the
not
most
got
consistent.
anything other than the burger. at
I think they
Portillo's
even
in a year.
changed the chicken tenders a little bit.
They did.
The chicken tenders, at least when I recently had them, it didn't taste like the original flavor that I'm accustomed to eating.
And it used to be crispier.
But yeah,
It really just was I'm a burger
Well,
guy.
I
for
really remember. You remember when D Mills he first got the Portillo's? He ain't do nothing but the fries. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember
the
that.
fries
I
was the
remember that.
only thing
Fried
he did.
Chef. That
Yep.
was like, this
and
is
you know
your
what's
station.
crazy? I was begging to get off of fries and work outside, and then eventually I was begging to get from outside to work inside. Like
Your little transcendence and that man, when Darrick became that man outside, boy, that was the best sight to see. That's why I couldn't believe he said I avoided him. Because I knew every time I see him, I was going to get
That
a
shit
piece
had
of
happened,
cake.
9 years ago now.
Yeah, I had first met Dana.
You used to steal a couple fries out there. Well, you have to taste them, don't you?
yeah,
Did they tell you to, or you just did that?
I just did it. You were supposed to though. Like
okay, yeah.
as the fry person, you're supposed to.
Yeah,
taste
you got to
the
make sure
product.
it's decent.
You got to make sure they're not too salty, they're not undersalted, they can cook properly. So, but I was.
Felix Batista.
Big
I
Mills?
did go through a stretch where I made the restaurant lose 10 pounds of fries in a week.
Wait,
was
what?
cooking them
Wait, you lost
I
some
was
10 pounds
I
of
was
fries?
overstuffing the boxes.
Oh.
So like, I was hooking motherfuckers up. And then when they did the numbers, they was like, we short 10 pounds of fries. And then
Oh, you was doing more than hooking up.
and then
You was stealing.
they was looking at
4 pockets full of fries.
My pocket's full is
so
crazy.
supervisors come through and they walk in and they see how overstuffed my boxes are, and they was like, this is probably the problem.
Damn, they gonna blame that shit right on you.
'Cause
It's
you-
probably somebody actually stealing
You've
them.
never really had like problems stuffing a box, right?
No.
Just
Wow.
keeping the box stuffed.
Hey,
Y'all crazy.
he been doing this. He not new to this. He true to this.
There's like that article we were talking about before that tells like I signed with WME. And the top comment said, "Damn, I thought we was about to see Kenny at WrestleMania."
I did too.
I thought this shit said WWE.
Somebody quoted it and tagged us. I thought y'all was finna see y'all jumping off the top rope. And I was like, what are he talking about? Then I looked again, it did say WWE.
Oh, hell no.
That would have been crazy to see KB involved in
I wouldn't
wrestling.
last a second.
Bro, KB getting he breaking.
Imagine the spear speed gap from Braun Breaker for me. I might snap in half.
What if you were just someone's manager? Could you be someone's manager?
Who would
I'm
win
sure
in a
if I
wrestling
ain't got to
match?
get into a fight, hell yeah. I can
KB
do
or
that.
Christian?
Christian.
I
Nah.
feel like Christian might have a sleeper build. Like he might be kind of ripped under that sweater, bro. I can't lie.
I can see
I
that.
can't lie. So,
I can see that. Like when he got his pump on, like he really, like he got the physique.
Hey, yo.
I'm gonna say he probably weigh 160, 175. Yeah, I'm 130.
Damn, we got the featherweights and the lightweight. What a heavyweight set.
Yeah.
You see how he ain't look over here, right?
Who?
Him over there.
Oh,
What?
shit.
I said what a heavyweight said. He looked away.
Uh-oh. You a flood him, huh?
It's whatever. It's lightweight.
How you feel about Cena's heel turn?
It was amazing. I was really at dinner and my jaw dropped, and like I was like, and like my daughter, her jaw dropped. She was like, she mocked me, and Suzanne started laughing. I was like, that is crazy that you saw me drop my jaw and you just do it just to do it.
Is that his first time being heel in 20 years?
Yeah.
Like his whole career?
I seen this post. It was basically just John Cena with the Majin symbol on him. And that's for my Dragon Ball Z heads. But the quote said, like, I never seen one picture that just basically summed everything up. And it's like, oh, I get it now. Right.
He gonna post that time that's me when I asked him what college somebody goes to. And they said the other dude was KB, knowing your downfall.
No, that was one of the most craziest moments to witness. I was happy I turned it on.
Hey, do y'all got like a favorite meme this year? Maybe it could be like, I guess, anytime. My favorite one is the one of LeBron looking at Anthony Davis, and it's just like how you look at your man before you backdoor him. I don't know why that shit always like makes me die laughing.
Wait, which LeBron
Do I
James?
have
It's
any
just him
ones?
kind of like side-eyeing Anthony Davis, but you know they
I
obviously
think I know
gotta-
which one you're talking about.
talking about something before you backdoor your mans. LeBron ain't no shit going on. Just be talking.
I don't have good memes anymore. And when I was younger, I used to have like a whole folder of shit. This still a classic. Like,
Oh, when he's still in that thing.
yeah, I got that one.
Some of my favorite.
I got this stupid one when somebody say some dumb shit, and then this Earl one. I'm not okay, but I'm gonna be all right. It's just like I've used that a lot, but that's it.
I don't think I got none.
I remember your shit definitely used to be that dude with that little soda can.
That little kid. Yeah. But
That's
that ain't
also a
new.
good one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
The
I
graphic,
fell off.
the Darrick saying,
I kind of fell off when
I got a little fake new one when he was streaming in All Star, and he said something about like, man, I don't really eat something. I was in the background like,
When I said I don't eat at food trucks.
Is that true?
We don't have food trucks.
Oh, it's because they not close to us.
he said it like he just I'm
Like
good
nah,
on
I'm
that.
just, yeah.
There's for some reason here in Chicago, there's not like a food truck scene.
They have food trucks by the
You
Art
kind of gotta
Institute.
like find them and catch them, and I just don't.
Well, they definitely not gonna be in this area. They're gonna be downtown.
That's true.
That's definitely true.
If you go
I mean, you
right
might
off
be able to
of-
find one in like.
It's right off of Michigan Ave. They always got food trucks. It's a taco truck. It's like a shawarma truck, and then it's one other thing, but they're right on the same street as the Art Institute.
Well, that's the thing. We're suburban boys.
I know.
You saying going to the city? We just not gonna.
Sounds
do
like a
that.
real adventure.
Especially for just a truck.
Yeah, but it sounds like a 6 truck, so you could do a whole review.
It's about 3-4.
Yeah,
Yeah, you might be able to work it.
they do the food truck. What is it like festival in the city every year?
Mm-hmm.
So
We going to Rip Fest this year.
you are or like we
No,
are?
I'm talking about as a friend group.
I've
We
been
haven't
to Rip
been
Fest.
since what, freshman
Bro,
year of
it's been-
college?
it's been like
Bro, you
4 or
remember we
5
had to
years
take
since I've
that
been to Rip
long ass
Fest.
walk?
Yeah.
What long walk? Why we had to take a long
the
walk?
parking
Because
was
the
crazy.
parking was crazy, so we had to park
Oh.
like far as hell away and then walk to the.
That
to
shit
the
was not
thing.
worth it. I do have a video of you eating like a funnel cake or some shit.
Yes.
And it's all red. It's like a
Yeah.
shark eating a fucking dolphin or something.
Rib
Yeah.
Fest is nice. They usually do have nice ribs and the
I would
fireworks
hope
show.
so. Shit.
The fireworks show is usually pretty lit.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, facts.
I like that part.
Can't wait, man. This weather's starting to break, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know the
About to
guys
be that
said
step out weather.
we about to hit the links. You know what I'm saying? Get a little.
I still think it's crazy you can only have 4 people.
They said
Like,
we're
I
going to
wish
be at
Mike- I
DCP
wish-
too.
I wish Mike could go, just like to hang out.
He
but
don't want to actually go, so you don't have to feel bad about that.
they wouldn't even let him come.
So
I can do whatever I want.
No,
It
you
seemed like
can't.
we a secure 3, and then it might be Terrence. Christian say he wants to play at least a
Tyler
couple
said he
times.
wanted to play too.
Tyler, Austin always behind the camera every time we've gone, so I don't know. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a good time. I'm not even waiting for y'all no more. By the way, sometimes I'm a book a tea time and say be there and play or don't, and I'm not even gonna sweat it because I just want to go out there and play.
Okay, I respect
Because
that.
especially when the weather start to get real nice at the beginning, those tea times gonna be crazy.
Yes.
Crazy to the book.
And I feel like the game keeps growing and growing and growing
Y'all ain't
too.
trying to smoke no weed on the course and go though. Look, that man here want to go. Look at his face. Yeah, look at him.
Ripping.
I
they
look
kick
because
you out?
I didn't think people was gonna say
Is
that.
there a no weed policy on
Nah,
golf
you
course?
outside.
Hey, Bear.
Man, people be drinking beer. You got the cart girls, the beers. If they be
Watch
mad
me
about
do
some
this by
weed,
whole
then-
day.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, you're promoting drinking and driving. So you telling me I can't smoke?
Right. Because that cart is a deadly thing if you packing up.
yeah.
Bro, I'm just gonna say this before we get out of here on the golf subject. J.R. Smith has a show called Part 3.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
One of his what is it called?
Co-host?
TikToks.
Oh, TikTok.
Ended up on my For You page.
It's him, Ben Baller, and it's Malvin Golf's owner.
Yes. When I tell you the motherfucker, when they cut to J.R. Smith, he
He's
was
high as
so
hell.
high, bro.
Eyes look
Can I see it?
crazy.
I gotta find the exact one I saw. But he was I am not exaggerating. I'm like,
His shit was fried.
he was fried. Fried.
He was
fried.
looking like Lil Uzi in that one tape when he was driving.
Yes, bro. Hold on.
You
I'm
know
about to show
exactly
the
what I'm
clip. I'ma show
talking
you the
about.
clip. Okay, look. Okay, so this is him and his co-host, one of his guests. Watch when they switch back to J.R. Smith. I'm sorry, this is bad podcasting, but come on, switch back to him.
Hurry up. Hurry up.
Where's the slide bar at?
Oh, they don't want. Okay, look at this. How high he is in this video, bro.
Oh, yeah, he looked like he popped
Yeah.
the molly. I'm sweating.
They had Schoolboy Q on it, and
Oh,
Schoolboy
really?
Q was really
He can
really,
golf.
Schoolboy Q golf?
Yeah,
Okay.
but he was making some good points for like the new fans and like casuals like us. It's like, why are you keeping score in the first place? You know you're not about to hit par, and you thinking too much about your score, and you about to beat yourself up out there. Just go out there, have fun. He said he played with pros because he's Schoolboy Q, so he's famous. He's like, man, the amount of times I didn't hit it out of bounds or just pick the ball out of my bag and act like it ain't happened is crazy. Like, it's probably the best way to play the sport at this level.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm with that shit. Because he take 50 minutes to find his one ball.
That's because he only come with 3, knowing damn well he gonna lose them all.
I usually have more than 3.
Okay, 6,
And
which is still not enough.
Looking for that damn ball. You would probably
That's
still
because he
be
don't
there.
want that extra spot. He don't want that extra stroke
He'll
on the
still
score.
be there right there looking for his ball.
Because, like, I be knowing where it is.
Obviously
but, like,
not. Obviously
I
not.
always lose track of it sometimes in the air. It'd be kind of hard to find it
I
sometimes.
definitely remember we were at the one down the street here, and I looked up and he was still. I'm like, Darrick, just drop, just take a drop, bro. You by the pond, you searching around
Hey,
the pond.
when I okay, 50 minutes obviously exaggeration, but Darrick literally, if nobody ever say nothing, we'll be at 2 holes down and he'll still be looking for that ball. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I remember the one where he's somehow. I had hit it so far
you did
that, like, I wanted to know where it was.
Yep.
Like, I didn't want to. I wanted that ball. Because, like, I felt like I had such a good
When
hit.
I seen him run that ball,
I had such a good hit. I ain't wanted to go to waste, but it did end up just going to waste. So, fuck it.
He really did.
Factor. Time to take a break. In this podcast, eat our Factor meals.
Let's get it.
That's a free promo for no reason. Yeah.
No, it was on TV. It was on TV.
Thank y'all so much for watching and listening to this episode of Numbers on the Board. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let us know what you would grade your favorite team's young core, and don't say A+, because it ain't an A+ unless it's a Spurs. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all on Saturday.
Oh,
Peace.
wait. For my birthday, Xbox Live gift cards and send me some college gear of random college. If you go to Alabama and Georgia, no. But if you go to, like, Wake Forest, if you go to Seton Hall, St. John's.
Fresno State.
Yeah, hey, look at you.
But
Who
not
went there?
Wisconsin.
Paul George.
My boy.
Who else?
Don't send nothing from Wisconsin at all.
I don't know.
They know better.
I don't
We
know.
out, though. Peace.